I am tired. Last night we went out with some friends. We spent some time with friends until, I don't know, like 10 p.m. We ended up getting home at like 10:30. Didn't get to bed until 11:30, and I was up at 3:30 a.m. to watch Wrexham. Wrexham drew. It was a nice draw, a nice match throughout, but yep, a little bit on the tired side today. I'll need to steal your energy somehow, or at least the energy of our ongoing video game playthrough because, oh boy. Yeah, I don't know why I get up so early. It's always a nice time, but I always feel it afterwards a little bit. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Hello, Pepper. It's good seeing you. Slivers, a pleasure as always. Hello, Spracknell as well. Unnamed comment, what's up? Hello, Raw. Good to see you, Dark Crystal. Hello, Putsaru. Jim, a pleasure. Condition, welcome. Mark says you want more Baldur's Gate 3. It's like asking if he wants more tea. More tea, more BG3, all today, I guarantee. Hello, George. A holiday threw you off. You thought it was stream-free Sunday. What holiday is it in Germany? I don't know the German holidays at all, other than like Christmas and New Year's. So what it was the holiday or is the holiday in Germany, if you please. Hello to today, Tiger. Good seeing you, Pharaoh. Hello to today, Dogs. Welcome, Shepherd and Pond. Wrexham are in good shape for getting relegated. I mean, I hope not. I hope we avoid that. That said, if we keep drawing, it's got to be it's gonna be a bit of a challenge. We need to score some points, especially at home, because that 1 point or people getting 3 points is unfortunate. But that's all right. I like enjoying the Wrexham match anyway. We'll see how it goes. Hello to today, Maharo. Welcome in today, Game Urchin. Need some energy. Here's what I've got. I appreciate those moving hype emojis. I don't think I've ever had a hype emoji here. I have very few moving emojis at all. Oh, the wonders I could have done my little emoji slots, but there you go. Gotta be like Resorty Raise the Roof thing, possibly, because I live in 1998. Regardless, thank you for the energy, thank you for the excitements. I'm sure I'll wake up more as the stream goes on, but there was almost a halftime, let's not watch anymore, go back to sleep moment, but I fought through it. And here we are anyway. So, yeah, yesterday had a great time with our friends, going out for dinner. This is a couple we see once every other week or so. And, had conversation topics last night of such things as, what movies did you watch recently? And, have you seen your parents cry? Great topics as always. And it was just nice, though, to sort of hang out. End of the week, we were all a little tired, and so we sat down and just relaxed while enjoying some nice succulent Chinese meal, I suppose. And by the end of it, we were full and enjoying ourselves very, very much. Got to pound some Boss coffees. As you know, the vending machine for Boss Coffee really is a minute walk away, so I could run there and get a little Boss coffee and pop it on stream. But I've had a couple cups of coffee this morning already, so I'm gonna try to avoid just that for sure. Hello, Jerry Moore. It's good seeing you. It's the weekend. It's the weekend around here. As I mentioned yesterday, my only big plan for the weekend involves going to the psychiatrist this afternoon for a quick little 5-minute meeting. And past that, there's not much going on. I'll mention, as I mentioned before, next weekend, Noms and I will be out of town for a yoga retreat that she's pretty excited for, and I'm excited for her also. And yeah, that is going to be good. The week after that, I believe this day in 2 weeks will be the philosophy stream. I've been promising it, and I think it's time to get that done. So that will be coming very, very soon. Looking forward to doing that with you all. Looking forward to sharing with you all some things I don't normally talk about on stream, but things that are, I think, worth thinking about, or at least I've thought about a lot during my life, and so I'm looking forward to sharing this with you. Is Kikkoman soy sauce considered a good one in Japan? It's sold, and so I assume so. I don't have any real knowledge, no insider knowledge about trends in soy sauce these days, except that fewer Japanese people are using soy sauce and more are using what? Mayonnaise instead. That's how it goes. The philosophy stream is the penultimate hot potato redeem. I mean, I need to do the karaoke stream remains, and then I did say I would get a playthrough of RimWorld up on YouTube. And that one is being a little slow to get done because someone's a little tired of RimWorld still. It'll get done, just possibly not by November. I have some of the raw content, but I'm not able to find a way to make an interesting story. So, if I've deceived you all on getting that done over summer, my apologies. Just I don't know. Something broke inside me about RimWorld a while back, so we'll see. That's yes, philosophy stream and then karaoke stream before too long. It should be a nice time anyway. But yeah, I'm glad I'm knocking out the hot potato charity incentives. I'm glad we're getting all those done, and I'm looking forward to saying I've done the thing I said I would do should be good. Mithrin, you're on a work trip to South Korea pretty soon. You do bounce between continents, my friend. I hope the flight goes well. I hope the work goes well. Not to put you on the spot, but do you speak Korean? Do you read Korean? Because if so, I'm absolutely amazed by how many languages you have facility in. But that's lovely indeed. Burnout's a real thing. Yeah, Mark. I don't know. Yeah, Pepper. I'm kind of like you. I loved RimWorld in a certain form, and then it went and changed. Right? You can't expect other people or other things you like to always remain the same. You grow, and they grow too, and maybe you grow apart. You might say, Resorty, are you describing your life with RimWorld as a marriage or a long-term relationship? I am. We're unfortunately broken up right now. Occasionally, late at night, I say, ooh, we could play some RimWorld, but I think better... never mind. Didn't I like Space RimWorld? Sure. Enjoy playing for a week or so? Absolutely. Draw me in a way that I want to play nothing but it? No. There was a time when RimWorld really excited me. Every single day, playing it over and over again. It was just really, really cool. I don't know. I don't know if it got fiddly in a way I don't enjoy as much, if I played the stories that I wanted to play, but yeah, I don't know. Exactly, Shadow. I don't mean to say in any way that one shouldn't enjoy RimWorld or any other game. Just for some reason, I've had a slippage, and it kind of bums me out because as of right now, I don't have any game that appeals to me that way, and that's fine. It's fine. Let's see here. Baldur Gate 3 is your favorite game of the past 5 years. I would need to sit and think about that for myself. I really struggle with, what is the best of whatever. At the end of the year, I will do here are my favorite games we played in the past year. Baldur's Gate 3 will surely be one of them. But I don't know. I don't remember what games I've played in the last 5 years, honestly. And yeah, Baldur's Gate's beautiful and good. It has a similar place in my hierarchy of enjoyment with Witcher 3. I think the games are nicely complementary, but with that said, I don't dare say it's the best of anything, unless we're just being hyperbolic, in which case, yes, Witcher 3 is the greatest game ever made. If I find a machine that will put me into a game world, I will go into that one immediately and probably get eaten by something, but that's all right for sure. Nice, Aaron Mither. I'm glad you have a colleague to help you out with the language troubles, because, yeah, being in a place where you don't speak the language at all, always a good time. Always a good time. And I know you do a lot of round the world fun. So yeah, that's what I got. Any plans for the weekend for you all? Anything fun you're looking forward to? On top of my doctor visit, I need to do some chores also. Over the past 2 or 3 days, as I've walked up the stairs inside the house, I've thought to myself, I really need to sweep those. More and more cat hair is piling up. Gotta sweep them. And just hasn't happened. So I told myself I will sweep this afternoon, and when I make that rule for myself, I usually do it, and so hopefully that happens indeed. But past that, no real plans at all. Is chess eligible for best Riz game of the year? I mean, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it when I was an absolute neophyte and could say to people, hee, I don't know how this game works. Yeah, I think moving from absolute ignorance to a tiny bit of knowledge did not feel great. So yes, I could probably identify a certain number of streams as being really positive feelings. But I mean, honestly, to be 100% honest with you, I think chess may have killed the stream. But before the chess activities started, we were pulling in like 200 some average viewers a day. Afterwards, it's been like 140 at the high. And so I think that the chess arc made some people very, very unhappy. They didn't like make a big deal of it. They just found the exit and headed out, which is fine. But yeah, Pepper, exactly. I think that some people didn't exactly like what the chat room became at that point, and I tend to run a pretty loose chat room, especially if I'm not engaging with it, and as long as no one's being cruel. But yeah, it was a different vibe for sure, and Yeah, thanks for sticking with me, folks, but occasionally one realizes one made a very big mistake only after it's over. But that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I think it's all the stories I got for right now. I should mention that class went well last night. Once again, on Fridays, my students are being a little bit less than attentive or in the room and so on. So I don't know, not clear. The vibe was different, absolutely, Jim, absolutely. We try to maintain a similar vibe from day to day, but with different people in the room, it gets hard sometimes. So I don't know. A lot of Twitch view counts dropped at a similar time. Yeah, I've heard behind the scenes that if one is watching more than two streams, the viewer is no longer counted as watching any of the streams. So I don't know. I don't know. So I think that it's hard to say. And obviously view counts is not the only thing that matters. Are we having fun? Is what matters, etc. But it was definitely something, and chess was fun, but it will not be happening again. You have three screens, you're watching three. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. I don't worry about too much, except I do always like try to keep an eye on how we're doing as a community, and part of that is people showing up, and you know how it goes. Regardless, George, you want more pictures of Fritz? I mean, you probably should. I don't know why I've stopped taking so many pictures of Fritz. For a while, I was really good on it, but maybe he's not adorable anymore. I should definitely blame Fritz, not blame me. Is how we're to go. Anyway, team, it's time for a little bit of word of the day and so on. I want to get us into the video games soon enough. So yesterday's word of the day was a tone, which we learned as at one. That really is the etymology, at one. What is it going to be today? Gibbous indeed. Gibbous.
Gibbous.
Yeah. This is a word I know only kind of, sort of. I know what it's applied to. I can infer from context. But it's a word that I could not absolutely define. And that's something that makes me a little bit sad. We'll learn the definition right here. Chess affected me in ways few games do. Okay, it's absolutely possible. It is possible that my vibe was different enough in chess that it turns people off. Because I think some people, for the first time ever, saw me angry as opposed to merely, like, bummed. And I think maybe that was oh, this man is not the perfect saint we thought he was. Anyway, what it means. Gibbous is most often used to describe the moon or planet when it's seen with more than one half, but not all of the apparent disk illuminated. This is not a definition. This is an application, a sometimes application. Usually a definition there. Anyway, gibbous. We'll have to go pull the definition somewhere else. The waxing gibbous moon provided the perfect lighting for a night of spooky storytelling around the campfire. So, yeah, comment maybe so. Yeah, it is indeed October. So I wonder what portion of the October words will be spooky words. But yes, gibbous moons are often part of spooky stories. Let's go and look at one just so we have some context to what we want to talk about. Show me the moon right there. Boop. There we go. How spooky. It's dark out there. It's not a perfect orb. It looks like it's lost part of its body. Someone's eating the moon. Okay. The adjective gibbous has origins in Latin noun, I assume gibbous, but I don't know. Gibbous? I could call Nom, she's upstairs. Anyway, it means hump. It was adopted into Middle English to describe rounded, convex things. Well, it's been used to describe the rounded body parts of humans and animals, like the back of a camel, and to describe the shape of certain flowers, like snapdragons. The term is most often used to describe the moon. A gibbous moon is one that's between half full and full. Huh. Well, that's a thing. Hey, this is relevant. Friends, what is the name, starting with an S, of the Greek goddess of the moon? I think we know this one right away. I believe it's Selûne, or Selûne if you prefer, which of course is the goddess of the dark in Baldur's Gate 3. Absolutely fantastic. Wait, I can click the button. We can click the button indeed. Selene! Oh, it's a Selene Saloon. About the same. Knack Fiction Friction, you are a Greek. Are you a Greek person living in Greece? Or are you a Greek person somewhere else in the world? Regardless, hello to you, my friend. I hope things are good for you. Alright, word of the day done. Time for the quick trivia. Here. You're a Greek person from Greece. That's amazing. You're not our first Greek viewer ever, but I think we don't get too many people from Greece because of the difference in times. But that's lovely. That's a nice feeling, making up for how many Americans we have here. American supremacy everywhere, it seems. This week has been very, very good. As you'll see here, all of these are gold. We've earned at least 10 points on every single quiz this week. Will that continue today? I hope so. Question number 1 for 3 points. Protium is another name for the regular old vanilla version of what element? Okay, so at this point, I remember vaguely that different elements are made up of different amounts of protons and neutrons and so on, and that determines their atomic weight. And so I'm wondering if it's one of the very, very high on the scale ones. Like whatever has the first proton might be protium. And so I'm thinking that might be hydrogen. Hydrogen, helium, helium, hydrogen. Hydrogen comes first, doesn't it? I'm going to say hydrogen, and I'm ready to be absolutely wrong on this one. But I think my theorizing is right. Hydrogen. Hey! Look at me figuring out some science questions based on half-remembered high school chemistry. Good. Hoping to sell more Clydes and Sky 2s. What company hired Jay-Z as its basketball shoe creative director in 2018? Clydes and Sky 2s. So my suspicion is it's not Nike. I could say, like, I don't know, Adidas or Reebok, or I have no idea. I'm going to say Reebok, because that's a brand I like spelling with a little K out there. Unfortunately not. Dassler Brothers shoes split up in 1948, forming Adidas and what Bavarian rival company? Well, we're going for 1 point today, my friends. Alright, so German companies. I'm glad I didn't put Adidas in, obviously. Do I know any shoemakers that are obviously Bavarian? I'm trying to think of like Germanic sounding shoe names. Puma. Yeah. Avia. There's Brooks Brothers, but I think it's American. I have no idea. We're doing Puma, but I'm ready to be wrong on this one. It is Puma. Puma actually is a German company. I had genuinely no idea. There's a documentary that's on Amazon right now. Amazing. I should definitely go watch that at some point. Huh. Cool. I'll take it. All right, we got 5 more points in 3 questions. Here we go. Popular during World War II, the first Betty's Tea Room opened in 1937. In what city on the Oise? This strikes me as being either French or Greek. So in honor of our Greek friend here, I'm saying Athens. Okay. Oh! This one reminds us of something very important has happened. The primate of all England is the Archbishop of Canterbury, while the less cool primate of England is the Archbishop of what 4-letter city in the north. We're going to get to that in a moment. Did you all see there's a new head of the Anglican Church? Justin Welby lost his position earlier this year due to a failure to investigate awful things. The leader of the Anglican Church, Church of England, is a woman. For the first time in history, a woman's running the show, and I think that's a kind of cool change. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with gender and other questions in the church. So Kent comes to mind as a four-letter city. I don't think Kent's in the north though. What are other four-letter English cities? Well, Kent comes to mind, so we're doing Kent. Is it in the north? I hope it is. It's not okay. Times is it York? It's of course just York. Never mind. We're not even reading the question. All right, 4 points needed in the next two questions. Kent's a county, not a city. Oh, the city is called the river's the Ouse. OUSE is the Ouse. Cool. So it's actually, what, Anglo-French maybe? I have no idea. Maybe Scottish. Question number 4. Name for the part of southern France it comes from. What cave-age treat is called the cheese of kings and popes? Well, I like cheese. However, man. Limburger. Edam is Dutch. Cheddar is nothing. Mozzarella, probably Italian. I had to do the hand move first. Gorgonzola feels Italian also. Monterey. I have no idea. The treat element is throwing me off. Like, it's not just gonna be blue cheese. You know, we're doing Limburger, and there's no way this is correct. Fair. Made from the milk from a Lacune sheep and veined with a namesake blue mold, what cheese tastes better than that description sounds? So it is one of the one of the blues. So what else is blue? I mean, Gorgonzola, like I said, blue cheese generally. Roquefort. Roquefort? Is that it? Oh boy. Roquefort. Hey! Hey! 2 points needed. 2 points needed. Can we do it? For 20 years, Britney Spears has hawked a perfume with what one-word name? What is Britney Spears' perfume named? I'm trying to remember what her big songs were. What's that song where she's like wearing a red outfit and flouncing about? Unfortunately, I'm thinking of things like Holla Back Girl, which is not hers. So my guess is this one word name is something to do with one of her songs. But I have absolutely no idea. Yeah. What's that? I was not a huge Britney Spears fan, but I can sing some songs. I can get like a starting word. I can sing that song after one note. Here we're going sexy. That's a word. Nope. To help her push out her twins, Mariah Carey had the hospital play what hit that goes sweet, sweet, redacted baby. I'm not gonna get a 10 today. Sweet, sweet, cute baby. Though their biggest prizes normally go to science fiction, the Hugo Awards make no distinction between it and what closely related genre. The sweet, sweet steampunk baby. It's not fantasy, is it? Is it fantasy, possibly? We're 1 point off. We only got a 9 today. It feels bad, man. So I don't think I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy. That's not her, unfortunately. Sweet, sweet, fancy baby. Fair. Hey, Toxic! Toxic is the song I was thinking about. Is that right? Oh, this might get me banned. Friends, close your eyes, please. Britney Spears music video red outfit. Oops, I did it again. See, I would have typed in that her perfume is called Oops. Now, I can't imagine anyone ever buying a perfume called Oops. But maybe like high schoolers would buy it for ironic reasons, and then they would stay with it for their whole lives. Oops from Britney Spears. Very good, very, very good, very, very good. Hello, Dodge. It's good seeing you. All right, that's done. Team, it's time for the Redactyl. It is time for you, one and all, on Twitch, on YouTube, and everywhere in between, to help us solve what the hidden story is right here. It's a Wikipedia page with all the cool words missing. It's time for you to type in the cool words one after another. I'll type them in and we'll see if we can discover it together. Word number one today is modern. Britney Spears also hit me baby one more time. Right. I could easily imagine baby being the name of a perfume, not fantasy. Ugh. Thank you for helping me remember my youth. So modern, there are 9 of them. State, we have 27. Oops, we have none. Oops, all nothing. Island, we have none. Science, we have 7 of those. Ancient, we have 0. Acid, we have 0. Did island good? Language, we have 0 of those also. Kingdom, we have 4 of those. Marika, we have none of those. Study, there are 9 studies. Kingdom, we did a bit ago. How about the word rise? No, 8 rises rather. Chemistry, unfortunately, chat, we don't have chemistry today. Let's get back to it. America, absolutely. There are 2 Americas. How about religion? There are none of those. Island, we did before. Atom, there are no atoms today. Atlantic things, no Atlantic. How about the word field? There are 2 fields. How about king? There's 1. Political. And then I see history teacher Steve disrupting our channel with all caps. Ban, ban, ban. History. There are 11 histories. All right, we're seeing political things. We're seeing historical things. We're seeing something governmental. Maybe. I have no idea. Let's keep it going, though. K. There's 1 K. East, there are 2. How about the word federation? There are 0 federations. Social, we have 6 socials. Province, none of those. Road, no roads. Type, 2 types. How about state? I think we did before. Indeed we did. District, maybe. No districts. If you haven't seen the movie about South America called, what, District 9? It's quite good. I recommend watching it and then despairing over the state of the world. How about ports, possibly? No ports. Time. There are 17 times. Well done. How about control? There are 2 of those. 30. There's 1 of those. Country, we have 63 countries. My goodness. System, with 8 systems. Physics, maybe. There's none of those. Union, we have none of those. Citizen, we have 0. Hour, we have 7. Distance, we have no distances. How about a theory? There are 38 theories. Period. There are 9 periods. All right, something about the period of time. Keep on guessing and we'll figure out together. Court, there are none. Rate, there are 58. E, there are 7. Atomic things, there are no atomics. How about a schism? No schisms today. So something or over a period of time. The rate of blank is etc. Decay, maybe. No decay. Travel, we have none. Logic, we have none either. Capita, 29 per capita things. Good job. How about interest? We have 1 interest. Community, there's 1 also. Logic, there are none, unfortunately. How about Europe? 2 of those. Tectonic, none of those. Growth, 245 growth sparrow. Well done. Energy, there are 19. Evolution, none of those. Physics, heart rate, birth rate, none of either of those. Economic, there we go. Economic growth, the puzzle of the day. Well done, friends. You got it. A little longer than usual, a little more guesses than usual, but a fun time anyway. Fun time indeed. The winners today were Fernanthus, and then Radicus and Shadow Avatar put economic in nice simultaneously, though only 1 was spelled correctly. In economics, economic growth is an increase in the quantity and quality of economic goods and services that a society produces. It can be measured as the increase in the inflation-adjusted output in an economy in a given year or over a period of time. Hello, Noms.
Hello.
How's it going?
Okay, I have a funny story to share.
If you have a funny story, I'd like you to take center stage so it goes into the microphone more fully.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
not that long.
that's fine. I can move.
So I just did a little yoga video. I did a little yoga upstairs.
Wait, so you did the video in terms of like following along.
Yeah, I followed along with the yoga video because I
Hey,
was like,
Slivers, thanks for the big bits.
my shoulders are feeling a little tight, and I was like, oh, here's a little yoga video that helps with like upper back, shoulders, and neck tightness.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got my little yoga mat and I followed it along and I did it. And I did the whole thing, and at the end, then the music, the closing music comes up, and I'm like, oh, it's a little fast, faster than it usually is. And then I'm like, oh no. And I realized that because I had been watching other YouTube videos on 1.25 speed, I had done the entire yoga practice on 1.25 speed.
So it was meant to be meditative and careful instead it was jazzercise.
Well, I think part of it too was like, as I was doing it, I thought to myself, uh, man, I know I'm a slow, like, I do yoga slowly, but I haven't done it in a while. I guess I still do yoga really slowly. And this person breathes faster than I do. No, no,
Yeah.
just it was. But 1.25 is that speed where it's not always completely like people don't sound like chipmunks yet.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
learned from one of our fine viewers that you can speed a person up by about 10% before it's noticeable.
yeah.
So 1.25 is a little noticeable, but not ridiculously so. Now, with that said, I never speed up anything when it comes to videos. I always watch them at real time speed. 'Cause I like hearing the inflections intended and the little breaks intended and so on. Where I think you speed up basically anything you watch or listen to, other than television shows or movies, perhaps.
I mean, part of it is if I'm on a time limit, like certain people are getting very sleepy and would like to brush teeth and go to bed soon. I'm like, I don't have much time for this.
Yeah, yeah,
I speed it up.
you do.
Or there are certain New York Times podcasts where the reporter seems to have been told to speak slowly and articulate. And I just can't. I can't. That's too slow. Too slow.
I understand why it happens though, because for the fifth time now, the exact same commenter has commented on one of my YouTube videos. You talk like you have oatmeal in your mouth, and so
You should do that with her. You should actually do that.
maybe so. I mean, I think I ultimately blocked the guy because I'm tired of it. Um, but I think if one's producer says you talk as if you have oatmeal in your mouth, or the commenter will say, then one surely should go ahead and articulate more fully and carefully. And so it is good to be with you today. Welcome to my podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can take elocution lessons.
Perhaps I should. I mean, as many of you know, when I get excited, the words just run together. And Noms has trouble understanding me then, even though you listen to me all the time. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Would Noms speed up NPR if possible? I mean, when you listen to NPR podcasts, you absolutely speed them up.
No, it depends on the person. It depends on whether it's being uh, like it's too slow.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
Mostly it's the reporter reads segments of New York Times.
I see, I see.
I think NPR people speak at a decent, like a normal rate.
Mm. But I think what you commented about it being for efficiency's sake to get through more things before time runs out. I don't have that feeling. Partially, 'cause I have more free time, I suppose, but also because I don't try to get everything in. Like I know that I will never watch all the or listen to all the podcasts. I know I'll never watch all the streams, and so I thought, okay, I'm just gonna focus on this one, and the others, they'll fall to the wayside. Maybe I'll hear about them someday. But yeah, I think we have very different habits when it comes to speeding things up. That's how it goes. How it goes.
Yeah, I think I've noticed like I think our students do it even more than I do
Hmm.
because I there's a feeling where I feel a little uncomfortable if it's just a little bit too fast, I feel a little uncomfortable, and so I don't do it.
Yeah.
I think they don't feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, they've been used to going faster and faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, different cultures have different expected rates of speech. Japanese is the most dense language when it comes to expressions per second or whatever it is. Because it has so many grammatical moves throughout. There's some study on it I can show you at some point. And so maybe Japanese people in general are more comfortable going much faster. But yeah, I mentioned before I had a student who was fully blind, could not see anything. And so he would listen to his textbook to study. And he would listen to his textbook at a rate that I could not understand the words.
Right.
And it was truly amazing to know that he had been doing this so long. And his sense of hearing was so strong that he was able to listen as if it were the Micro Machine Man all the way through.
Yeah, like the screen readers.
Yeah.
Have you ever listened to a screen reader? They're so fast.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I think that's also partly, at least with a screen reader, like it reads it in a particular order. So
Sure.
presumably you're listening for something, right? Or you're like, oh, okay, this is the top part. Okay, now we're getting into the content or something.
So it structures in a way that allows you to skim through, so to speak.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Anyway, the student was very good, so he at least was getting the material somehow.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad, though, because he was in an advanced logic course, and so much of logic is taught via, I am now going to write things on the board. And so I would try to describe what I was drawing, but we had to meet after class each time for me to give him a tactile presentation instead.
Yeah.
And I would like use various things from the room to talk about like this glass is going to stand for, etc. So there you go. That was a fun story.
Thank you. I wonder if it's similar to reading fast. I read quite slowly because I actually sub-vocalize in my little head.
You do sub-vocalize. You read along.
Yes. But I can read faster. To me, I think it's kind of like skimming. Like I can look over the words and I know what's being said, but it feels uncomfortable to me, or it feels like I'm not really enjoying it.
It's just getting through.
Yeah, I understand what's being said, but it's just not enjoyable. And so that's kind of how I feel with listening to some things quickly.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
But I know that reading like that is normal for lots of people.
Yeah, I mean, I think a standard thing I was told at the beginning of grad school is you all think you know how to read, but you don't know how to read. And one of the main claims was you have to slow down. You have to let yourself think through everything as it happens, or else you really are doing a more advanced version of skimming. So, and I think it helped me quite a bit think about how I was engaging with written text. But podcasts, I don't know how to do them. Anyway, Noms, gotta get back to it. I hope you have a good day. You're heading out to the stationery store.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy
multiple ones, probably.
Yeah, you're gonna buy Frog and Toad Are Friends.
I hope so.
It may have all sold out though.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Be pulling for me, friends.
Absolutely. Noms, are you interested in being here for a round of Rizdactyl, or instead are you taking off now?
I'm taking off now.
Very good.
I was shaking my head no, then I was shaking my head yes.
That's right. So bright here. So bright here.
Bye!
Bye! Will I teach advanced logic on a philosophy stream? Absolutely not. On the one hand, I think it's useful. On the other hand, you all know better than I do, and I'll embarrass myself. Can't have that happen.
I see that I'm being censored.
You're being censored? Oh, sorry, Noms. I didn't realize
that's okay. I said bye, and I was only sticking around to see people say bye.
And they said bye to you.
Yeah,
that's
thank
lovely.
you.
That's
bye.
lovely. All right, be seeing you. Appreciate you a lot. I'll catch you later tonight, or maybe this afternoon, or we'll text. All right, very good, friends. I give you one or two quick rounds of Rizdactyl. We have some excellent ones lined up today. There was one I thought of earlier that I wanted to do for myself, but I've forgotten what it was, unfortunately, so we're not going to do that. Instead, we'll begin with one sent in by... Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one indeed. Let me get this pulled up. Let's do this one first, I think. Was the one I forgot bigger than a bread box? I suspect it may have been. What was it? I don't know. I don't know what it is exactly, unfortunately. But, yeah, this one by our friend Maharo. Good luck to you, everyone. Here it goes. Is it a rare station like the Magic... Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, you're leaving Maharo. Wait. Are you gone? Oh, you're saying goodbye to Noms. I thought you were saying goodbye to me. Yeah, we're doing one of yours today, so I'm glad you're here still. Yes, stationery and pens are the things that Noms collects the most, and she loves them and she knows so much about them. Where I don't have that habit. Anyway, here we go. I apologize. Is it a person? It is a person. Yes. Would Bingo smite this thing? Maybe. Bingo might be doing some smiting, I'm not sure. Has it ever killed anyone? I suspect the answer is yes on that one, though I don't know for certain. Yes, at least indirectly, this person has killed someone. Is it a rare earth element? No. Would it ignite if exposed to an open flame? Probably, at least at one point. Is it in any way related to India? Why on earth would you ask that question, Eka? Why, yes, it is related to India. This is the problem when you submit things that are close to what people know about you. It is related to India indeed. Are they living there or not? Would it be weird if someone had a phobia of this? Yeah, I'd be surprised if anyone were phobic of this thing in a, psychiatric sense. Is it a person, a he? Yes. Were they alive before 1800? Yes. Were they in charge of a country at some point? I'll say yes on that one, sure. Were they British? No. Are they alive? No. Is it a man? Yes. Yes, yes, yes to all those things. If a woodchuck could chuck it, would a woodchuck chuck more than 10 of it? Insofar as this a unique person, the woodchuck would chuck but one. There you go. Were they a pacifist? They were not a pacifist, to the best of my knowledge, no. Nope, 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 nope. This is going to be a delightful question of how much do we know about Indian history? We'll see. Was it Gandhi? It was not Gandhi. Was this person a Sikh? This person was not a Sikh, no. Were they a native Indian? That question feels dangerous. I believe the answer is no, though. Maybe. I don't know how to answer that question without enraging a large portion of the Indian population today. I will say, oh gosh, I'm not answering that question. They were native Indian. Thank you indeed, Maharo. I'll explain why I'm confused in a moment here, but we're saying yes, native Indian born. Were they alive before Christ? No, they are from this era, so called. Were they born in India? Alright, did they build some great monuments? Yes. Were they active in the 1900s? No. Were they born in modern day Pakistan? Yes, they were born in modern day Pakistan. Thank you. That helps a little bit with this. Was there a cool movie made about them? Not that I know of, unfortunately. Not that I know of. Alright, team. We may have to abandon ship on this one before too long, because where we as a community know a whole bundle about European things, we don't know a lot about Asian things. Was it India at the time? Yeah. It depends on what you mean by India. Is this a person who first proposed Pakistan as a country? No, quite the opposite. Is the Emperor Shah Jahan? No. Did they play cricket? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Was it part of the Raj at the time? No. Were the British Empire involved? No. No. Did they hold a military title? I expect at some point in life the answer is yes. I'm gonna say at least, like, formally speaking, yes. We'll see. Were they alive before 1600? They were not. Oh, they were, yes, alive before 1600. Yes, sorry. They were alive before 1600. Did they have a favorite spouse? I don't know this person personally. I wouldn't dare presume these things. Was it part of the Persian Empire at the time? The answer to that is no. Were they born after 1000? Yes. Is it Ashoka? No. It's several favorite wives? That's not how favorite works. There you go. Several favorite wives, apparently. Did he speak more than one language? I suspect so, yes. Did they build the Taj Mahal? I don't think so. They did not build the Taj Mahal. We good. We good. Were they part of the Sultanate? Yes, they were part of the Sultanate. Absolutely. You're getting it? Were they part of the Ghuriid dynasty? I don't believe so. Let's find out together. They were not. Is it Shah? It is not Shah. Were they Buddhist? They were not Buddhist, no. No. What do we know, team? What do we know? What other questions are there? Were they a Mameluke? Mameluke. I don't believe so. Were they a monarch? They were a monarch. We got that. Okay. On some of these questions, we're at the very edge of my knowledge about India, unfortunately. We'll see. Were they a ruler of the Delhi Sultanate? I don't believe so. Though I don't know exactly what that means. I don't believe so. Did they follow an organized religion? They did follow an organized religion, yes. Yes, they did. Can I form their country in a Paradox game? I suspect so. Wait, it's not a sultanate? Alright, it's not a sultanate, despite the word appearing on the screen. Not a sultanate, says our relevant expert. And that is just fine. Did not take part in a sultanate, but you can form their people. It involved Kashmir. Not to my knowledge directly. Wait, I mean, sure. In some senses, it included Kashmir, yes. Is it a sultana? No. Here, I'll try to help a little bit. Let's work our way up the CK3 vassal tree. Go higher in the CK3 vassal tree. Were they Muslim? They were Muslim. Hooray! Hooray! That's the organized religion going on. Were they a wait 1 second. 1 second. We're good. Were they Mughal? They were a Mughal. Were they Timurid? I don't believe so. I don't know what that is. They were a Mughal, though. Hey, we're getting there. Were they an emperor? They were an emperor. They were indeed an emperor. You're getting it, team. You're getting it. It's a name that you know, though possibly not from this context. We'll see. We'll see. You can do this. You can do this. Is it a Khan? It's not a Khan. I think going down the path of like Mongolian conquest would be a trap. It'd be a trap to go that way for sure. Is it Baldur? No. They have more than 10 giants in his court. I suspect he clutched a lot of giants, because why not? Let's see what else I got to help you out here. So do we know the Mughal emperors? If you do, that would be really great. It'd be great to know the Mughal Empire emperors, but yeah, I think that the Sultan thing was definitely a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. Akbar! Akbar! We got the word in chat, that's what counts. Akbar the Great. So it says Sultan here. It says Sultan of Hindustan. So I thought that he was an emperor and a sultan also. There you go, though. We learned things about part of the world we don't often talk about, despite the billion people who live there. Yeah, we need to learn more about Indian history, of course, but good job getting it. Yeah, Mughal emperors, of course, very important. I think this is a nicely tricky one, because we tend not to think of the Muslim rulers first. But yes, apparently he was born in what is now Pakistan. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was right to call this place India at a point when India was not unified. I don't know exactly. Nonetheless, apparently he was a little bit syncretic. He was interested in bringing together different traditions as best he could. That's pretty cool. Anyway, there you go. That's a good one for today. And what time is it? 9:30 now. Let's go and do a quick one. Let me go grab one that I believe will be solved very quickly. That was a fun one, though. Again, Mauro, thank you for submitting that. Always glad to see things from outside of our normal territory. Okay, this one should go a little faster, I think. Radicus, this one is yours. Radicus sent this one in a few days back. I think it's a good one for sure. Friends, I have a new Wikipedia page on the screen. I'll invite you to guess anything you want to in a yes-no form, and I will answer as best I can. What do you got? That's right, what do you got? Is it a mineral? It is not a mineral. Has it ever killed anyone? I don't believe so. I don't believe so on that one. I mean, uh, I no. Is it a place? No, it's not a place. Is it an animal? It's not an animal. It has not directly killed anyone, I'll say that. Did it burn when exposed to a flame? Yes, it would burn. It would absolutely burn. No problems at all. Is it alive? It's not alive. Could I bounce it on my chin? If I were on my back, absolutely. Standing up, like not here, but here, yeah, I think so. Is it alive? No. Is it a person? No. Is it a plant? It is not a plant. Is it a book? Erom. Well done on that one. It is indeed a book. Is it unique? It is not unique, but it is a book. Well done on that. Was it the question about could I bounce it on my chin that gave that away? Do I own this book? I do not currently own it. I have owned it at times. I sold it in the move to here. Yeah. Would it be found in a children's section of the public library? No. Did it exist for 1400? No. Is it religious? No. Is it written by an English person? No. Was it on the New York Times bestseller list? I don't believe so. I'm comfortable saying absolutely not, now that I think about it a little bit more. Is it Moby Dick? It is not Moby Dick. No. Because that's a religious book, incidentally. Is it fiction? It is not fiction, no. Is related to philosophy? Not directly, no. Is it factual? Yeah, I think it's a factual book, sure. Is it? It is. You've got every book ever published on the New York Times bestseller list. It's a bit of a scam now, in which publishers will buy up their own books in order to get them on one of the lists so they can put it on the cover. It's kind of silly. Is its native language English? Yes, it was written in English first, absolutely. Does it predate the New York Times bestseller list? I don't believe so. I can look it up real quick. First New York Times bestseller. Started in 1895, so it definitely came around after, after the list was there. Is it nonfiction? Yes. Is it thesaurus? No. Is it Darwin's Book of Evolution? No. Was it written after 1900? Yes. Is it a reference book? I'm going to say no to that, but there is a sense in which it is kind of. But no, it's not a reference book in the ordinary signification of a book when you look up words or facts, for example. Is it Silent Spring? It's not Silent Spring. That's a very important book. That really got the environmentalist movement moving in the U.S. at least. The understanding of how industrial waste can absolutely ruin beautiful, beautiful places. It's the DSM. It's not the DSM. I apologize for even implying it was a reference book. It's not a reference book. Shame on me. Is it written by an American? Yes, it is an American authored book. Absolutely. Absolutely, this one. I'm going to say that not everyone in this community knows this book, but at least some of you do. Was it written after 1950? Yes, it's a post-1950 text. Was it written by a woman? It was not written by a woman, no. Is it a Flossie book? Not really, no. Does it have illustrations in it? I don't think my copy did, but it may have. I can definitely say it's not primarily an illustrated book. I'm pretty sure. It has no illustrations. Was written by a white man. It was written by a white man, yes. Is it written by a single person? Yeah, it's written by one person. Is it written by Wendell Berry? No. But you're not so far away. But no, Wendell Berry is great. If you never looked into like who Wendell Berry's classmates were in grad school, He was in a group of really interesting writers, including Ken Kesey, who wrote One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That they went in such different directions is fascinating. Anyway, it was written before 1990, yes. Is it a biography? No. Does it have to do with science? Not really. Is it Kinsey? It's not the Kinsey studies, no. Was the book written to draw attention to an issue? Sure, absolutely, Rock Smasha. It was meant to draw attention to issues. It was written by Christie Golden. It was not written by Christie Golden, no. But it was written to draw attention to an issue or issues. That's a good way to talk about it. Is it Unsafe at Any Speed? No, it is not the Ralph Nader book. Not Unsafe at Any Speed. Great title, though. Great title, that one. Yeah, you're all in the right era, though. These kind of texts seem right. Upton Sinclair, no. Was the issue a war item? So no, not directly. War is definitely discussed in this book, but it's not the main topic. Is the cover of this thing boring? Yes, the cover of this book is very plain. Is it an autobiography? No. Was it written after 1970? I'll just say directly it was written in 1970 and published in 71. I don't want you to have to guess back and forth. Is it an autobiography? No. Is it a memoir? No. Is it about the loss of the commons? I mean, in some sense, yes, but not directly. Silent Spring already said no. Is the author more well known than the book? I think the author and the book are probably equivalently known. I think. I'm not sure on that one, though. Is it Hell's Angels? It is not Hell's Angels by Hunter S. Thompson. Yeah, I think he wrote that after that. I think he was, late 70s, early 80s, maybe? Not sure, though. Tom Wolfe, not Tom Wolfe. You're in the right era, though. It is nonfiction. I think Tom Wolfe's primarily fiction. It's a nonfiction book meant to draw attention to an issue. I'll give you a little bit more. That issue is an economic issue. That's it. Is it baseball related? No. Might the author have done an interview circuit? He would not have done an ordinary interview circuit of going to the normal interview shows. He did receive additional attention, though, with this one, sure. Is the author known outside the U.S.? Yes, but probably not nearly as much as in the U.S. Was it a controversial book? Prosper, good seeing you. Absolutely. This book was and is controversial all the way. All the way. Would you consider him a hippie? I would not consider him a hippie, no. But he is definitely of a piece with that kind of movement. Is it the Anarchist Cookbook? No, but again, you're in the right neighborhood generally. Is it Theory of Justice? It is not John Rawls's absolute doorstopper of a book. You're in the right neighborhood, team. It's possible you don't know this one. Is the book related to economics? It is, but it is not a professional economist writing it. It's not someone who is doing an analysis of the economy proper. You know, but you cheated. Yeah, Razor, I appreciate it. We'll go and do 3 more guesses, and then I'll just tell you what it is. But plain-looking book, social political issues, boring cover. Is the book about wealth disparity? Yes, but it's not an analysis of these things. All of these are relevant. All of them are pointed at, but it's not a hard... Hey, Dr. Possible got it! Steal this book! In which Abby Hoffman makes the case that it is morally correct in all cases to harm corporations. Corporations are taking over the world. It is morally correct to do anything to harm them, including stealing this book. There you go. If you don't know this book, if you don't know Abby Hoffman's movement, he is someone who is interested in political issues and political protest and tried to find really interesting ways to challenge the prevailing powers, including steal this book. Exactly. Not a hippie, but he's of a piece with it. He's countercultural, but not in the way of smoking and dropping out of society for sure. Razor, what's the book you came up with that was not Steal This Book? What came out in 1971 that was similar? Exactly. He's a yippie, not a hippie. And he's part of a movement that ran a prize hog for president. Prize hog name was Pegasus. Pegasus. You You could vote for Pegasus. Oh, Bury Your Heart at Wounded Knee. Again, a great book also, absolutely. Nick Simmons, good seeing you. Thank you for the resub, I appreciate it. Friends, it is time for us to make the pivot over to the video gaming. It is time for us to play some more Baldur's Gate 3. Thank you for a really fun intro today. I enjoyed myself, and I hope you did also. You see the reference book? Exactly, that's possible. It's not directly a reference book, but it is a here are the things to do to ruin the corporations. Now, did it work out? Not so much. Alright, first play Half-Orc Paladin. I feel like we've really leaned into the Paladin part and haven't done terribly much with the Half-Orc part. We haven't had too many opportunities to push the Half-Orc button, other than occasionally intimidating people. But I don't know. Have I missed opportunities to be a Half-Orc and have people comment on our green skin, or are there fewer racial engagements in the game than previously? I think in Baldur's Gate 2, there were lots of conversations about, oh, you're an elf, oh, you're a human. Here seems less so. Alright, over to Baldur's Gate 3. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Eka, I'm sure that might be true. I know. I mean, even if you haven't read Steal This Book, its title is so audacious that I think it's part of the popular consciousness. Maybe it's not. Maybe Steal This Book is unknown. But man, the first time I ever heard that book title, I wanted to know absolutely everything about it. Why would someone title their book that, man? And then I was curious in a way that others perhaps are not. Alright, team, I need to do a very quick AFK. I'm going to run AFK real quick. I'll go ahead and run the starting ad breaks. We'll have an hour, then have no ads at all. So, AFK screen on. Back in 3. I wish the intro music weren't so quiet, so I'll load the game so you can enjoy seeing that. Exactly, Prayer, yeah. System of Down, Steal This Album is the exact same thing. As conservative politicians are always surprised to learn, System of a Down is a profoundly political group that is profoundly anti-corporatist, and occasionally Tom Morello has to go out there and say, you are the system that we are raging against. Well, that's Rage Against the Machine. I've confused bands. Be right back. hello there. My apologies for rushing off with that. Don't worry, I'm locked in for the rest of the day now. Good seeing you all sincerely. Always a nice time. Alright. Let's go ahead and put this down to quiet a little bit. Actually, it needs to be quite loud for conversations, doesn't it? On the very first day of our playing this, Farinanthus said that one of the worst things about this game is how they have mixed the sound. And man, I agree with that. It's so quiet and then so loud all the way through. So when we first got here to the Monastery Pass, we noticed there was this group of undead up here, an undead of higher level than we were. And so instead of going and engaging with the undead, we headed up this direction and explored other things. And, man, I really enjoyed our time in the creche. It's unfortunate it turned out the way it did, but hopefully Lae'zel comes to understand there are things to believe in other than just her people. We'll see. But I believe we are now heading towards the end of Act 1. So let's see how that goes. I intend to head up here, fight some undead, and yeah. We'll need then to decide, do we want to leave this map through the mountain pass, or do we want to instead go back underground and go up to the elevator? And I have no idea which to be preferred. We'll have to figure that out eventually. Drek, it's good seeing you. Welcome. And thank you everyone for being here today. I hope you're having a good time for sure. Just checking to make sure all of our characters have a pile of buffs. I think everything is on right now. And notably, Shadowheart has a amazing legendary mace.
Let's get on with it.
Once belonged to a god, or was made of a god perhaps. And notably, yeah, if you're close to undeads, they're blinded just by standing near to her. This is Act 1.5, Greyford.
Can't give up
It
now.
is still Act 1 officially, I've been told, but it's definitely a different kind of Act 1 than the Druid area. Alright, Death Shepherds, they're called. I kind of wonder if you can draw on a small number of enemies initially, and then other ones later, but it seems like for right now the answer is no. So we have 1 Ghast, 4 Ghouls, and 2 Death Shepherds. My guess is the Death Shepherds need to die immediately, because they do have those ridiculously huge swords, much like my characters do also. So what is Necrotic Veil? They get 20 bonus HP for having a deathly miasma around them. Number 2, Undead Ward Era. Allied undead are resistant to various kinds of piercing, bludgeoning, piercing, etc. Also, well, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm guessing skeletons are weaker against bludgeoning than against slashing, but it seems about the same. And they are pretty resistant to most kinds of magic, other than holy magic. Now, I know that Bingo has various, if you are fighting against an undead, this kind of nice thing happens. So look forward to paladining it up here and seeing how it goes. Now, usually I'd run Lae'zel in hard to start fighting. This time I'm going to have her hang back, actually.
No time to waste.
Go forward a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Because I would like to make sure I can get the Paladin in there, and notably, Shadowheart's ability to blind all of them. Sacred Defiance has been put on now. Sacred Defiance all the way. One of you has addressed the Paladin. Mistakes made. So what is Sacred Defiance? Affected entity has advantage against the effects of Turn Undead while near a spellcaster. Okay, so Turn Undead may not work on some of these terribly well. That said, our friend Gale has magic missiles ready. I could just do like cantrippy fun, but I do enjoy long resting to have more and more magic missiles to go. Oh, wait. Will I finally do this right? I am finally going to do this right. We are going to throw... Where is it? Throw... Hello? Throw! It's the X key. A bottle of water on ourselves. Okay. The water is now electrified. It's possible that Shadowheart's stepping in it also. That's not great. With electrified water, Brother Man builds up more electricity power while blasting his magic missiles. Finally, Gale is in his true magical form. Next turn. Lots of dashing in. This tournament turns out like maybe the enemies can't do much. Okay, so none of these enemies have the resistance to turn undead now. How about Moonbeam? Beam of light that damages any creature entering the beam. What else we got? We got Branding Smite for no invisibility. We have Magic Weapon. Fuses a weapon with arcane energy. I guess we have no concentration on right now. Weapon of magical, receiving a +1 to attack and damage. Maybe we just attack. Divine Sense gives a bonus on attack rolls against Celestials, Fiends, and Undead. It is a bonus action. For 2 turns, we do big damage. I think we're just going to do our big damage attacks here. Colossal Onslaught, I can hit 3 of them. Wait, really? And I can Divine Smite all of them simultaneously? What's that line? Dang, it feels good to be a paladin. That paladin just gave them a paddling, I believe is the phrase here. That was frankly amazing. Alright. Who's up next? Right, here come the Death Shepherds. No rest for the wicked on a ghoul. So my sense is they're attempting to raise a dead character. Let's go and stop that. Counterspell it. Cool. We have a level 4 spell also. Clack clacks is the enemy. So the enemy actually talked there with clack clack. Okay, so I don't want to walk through the electrified water, obviously. So I think we have to have a little hop first to avoid that. Good. Now, the enemies are blind as we go in closer. So we're going to get in good and close. Another blind, great. We're then casting Spirit Guardians around her at highest level. Go, Cleric, go! Alright, so the Cleric begins to do some damage also. And that's just swell. Good job, Shadowheart. I hope we fight more undead in the future. That'd be great fun for sure. Okay. So Lae'zel has everything up right now. We'll start with Hunter's Mark on the nearest character. We'll do the ordinary kill on it. Cool. I don't know where Necrotic Veil and Undead Aura are coming from. I think there's natural characteristics of the character. And so, what's notable here... Wait, it's Allied Undead. Does that mean you yourself also? Yeah, I think Allied here counts it as well. So... What was I going to say? I'll get the kill here first to get Hunt completed back. I can't recast that till next turn. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and unload on you as well. So its temporary HP has been removed now. I'll do Soulbreaker to do as much as possible. A double critical hit. Fantastic. Alright, that's all for Lae'zel right now. Ghoul comes in. The Ghoul is saved against various damage, apparently. That said, it is time for Gale to do the thing that Gale is made for, namely the highest possible level Magic Missile, which does how much damage now? It's only 6 to 15, so it's 64 plus 6. So I think I need to do 3 or even 4 here. And then the same on you. Okay, I believe I wasted 1 magic missile there. The math was with me, but I kind of wish it hadn't been. Now, are we actually electrified in the way it's useful? Let's see. Yeah, so we're getting lightning charges. How does it work, though? Is it an item we have that gives... Here we go. So when the wearer stands in water during combat, it's electrified. If the wearer starts a turn on electrified surfaces, they gain 3 lightning charges. And then I believe we have 5 lightning charges. Is that correct? Something, 5 lightning charges. It might just be lightning charges in general. Let's see. If you have 5 of them, they're consumed then to do a bonus 1 per 8 damage next time you deal damage. So that seems pretty swell. Bingo's ready, and Shadowheart is ready also. 2 enemies remain. There's Stinking Cloud here, and she also has Nauseous. Can't take actions while standing in the goop, I believe. Or are you just nauseous for a full turn? Yeah, she can do nothing for a full turn action-wise. We can heal, we don't need that. Instead, we'll go ahead and just summon a weapon. And I believe they're equally protected against all kinds of weapons. So here comes a Great Axe. Hopefully it does some great work. I'm guessing it can't be affected by the stank.
What fools these mortals
You've done your thing. Bingo's back up again. We've already used our 1 big attack on Bingo. I don't want to step into the gas, I don't believe. So... I don't have any range attacks other than the Moonbeam. Here we go. 2 damage? 2 damage to the Moonbeam? What? What? And then how far away can I compel duel? 9 away. I'd prefer this over his bonus damage to bring Buddy in on us. And again, as he comes through, is he going to be attacked by Lae'zel? Maybe. I still don't know how that works, unfortunately. Hey, Rumley, have I tried the game Everweave? I've never played Everweave. Anyone play it? And can you mention how Baldur Gate 3 and Everweave compare? Because it's one I've not played at all, but I'm guessing people in channel have. Whoops. Here comes Compel Duel. Yeah, so Compel Duel seems not to set off attack of opportunity, or she's wasn't close enough. No Wrestle Wicked allowed. More counterspelling. Lae'zel's turn. I doubt they lacerate, but we can Hunter's Mark first. And then just get in there and miss. And do not nearly enough damage. Well, okay. Oh, I forgot about Precision Attack. Yeah, I forgot about Precision Attack entirely as a way of getting some bonus damage in. I have all these superiority die I almost never use. So this thing is meant to let our next weapon attack do something. Hopefully, we get next weapon attack, we'll see. Hey, Cert! This is your group during Baldur's Gate 3 also. Yeah, I love this group. Now, Cert, I'll be honest with you. This is the only possible group I can have because I don't know where the other characters went. We never met the other characters, though possibly our sword met them. Maybe? Alright, alright. That's done for now. Let's see how this last portion goes. It's a Spirit Guardian, a bunch of saves against it, unfortunately. A Spirit Guardian only works if we successfully hit with it. Here we go. So we need 1, 2, 3 here. Let's do 4 to make it safe, and the rest get dumped here. Cool.
Can't even catch my breath.
And I guess we'll...
Nothing will stand in my way.
Do we have the Power of Sun again? No, she's nauseous still, so for 1 more turn, she's vomiting everywhere. And, we can heal, but we really don't need to still, so...
Come on,
Bingo, can you
idle.
finish it, my friend? It's time for some blasting power. Only level 1 Divine Smite, unfortunately, but... 1 HP remains. 1 HP remains. Oh, cruel video game. You can't throw things. Yeah,
Nothing
alright.
important is
Big
ever
boy gets a
easy.
turn, apparently. And should I let my spiritual weapon get the kill? Good job, spiritual weapon. We're all very proud of you. Alright, so we fought our way through a whole bunch of undead here. Maybe not our very first time fighting undead, but there
These
aren't
things have stayed interesting.
many I remember at this point. So I wonder with the Death Shepherds especially, do we get their swords? It's standard great swords and half-plate armor. I don't know if I've seen half-plate armor before. It's only medium and
Whips and
15
blades,
AC.
always sharp.
How's that compared to you, my friend? Medium 15 AC with resistance to slashing damage also. I mean, the way that we're playing Shadowheart, she almost never really gets in there and does damage. And so I wonder if she should be wearing like a priest robe instead. What would that be like? Okay, another Death Shepherd up here. It's possible we're walking through the miasma
going.
there, but even if we get sick now, it doesn't
should
cause
find a
not
way
to be able to do
forward.
certain things.
Something
The
good here, I
opulent
hope.
chest. Okay, wood bark. Twisted and knobbed in nodes of hardened sap, the grain of the bark manages to be both rough and smooth to the touch. And then a feather of a Pegasus. Do Pegasi actually exist, or is this like the knuckle bones of the saints? Oh, Zealots of the Absolute here. So we're getting closer to the place where the Absolute draws in all of their loyal followers. Plate Armor 18. Pegasus do exist? Alright, thank you. Plate Armor 18. So it's a better armor class than our hero's main armor right now. However, our Chainmail +1 takes less damage on slashes. Huh. Hopefully find a better armor eventually. I mean, wait, we do have one better armor, right? The armor we have is on Lae'zel. It's the amazing adamantine we got, but Duke Ravengard is to be delivered, unharmed or mostly so, immediately. Moonrise Towers cannot fulfill its destiny until the Duke has been delivered. Those who succeed will be rewarded. Those who fail will face my wrath, then Gortash's, then mine again. Ketheric Thorm. We were wondering earlier if this guy lived.
Seems
He
Moonrise
does.
Towers has acquired a
Or at least he did a bit
high-value
ago. Dead squirrels? Dead squirrels aren't much fun. Speaking of dead squirrels aren't much fun, or dead puppies aren't much fun, this morning I was reminded of a song I hadn't thought of in such a long time. One of these old Dr. Demento songs, and it was just fun to go listen to, you know, kind of goofy, silly music I hadn't heard or thought about in a very, very long time. Were any of you into Dr. Demento show when you were younger? I guess he's still putting out the show, which is absolutely ridiculous. He's quite a bit older now. But, yeah, as a youngster, I was a big fan of The Funny Farm and Star Trekking and all these other very, very silly songs. I'll link some more of them over on the
What's in here?
the Discord over the weekend. I think it'll probably be a big weekend of listening to, I guess, comedy music, maybe? Something like that. Multiple ways to go here. Let's go to the north-ish direction first, and see what we can find. You met Dr. Demento once. Cool, how was he? I mean, was he as zany in person as he is on the radio? He seems to really enjoy bringing joy to people through his collection of music and funny stories and so on. And of course, Dr. Demento is the person who gave the world Weird Al. When Weird Al was but a boy, when Weird Al was a high schooler, I believe, he sent a tape to the Dr. Demento show and said, "Hi, I like your show, here's some music." And Dr. Demento put a high schooler on the air and got a lot of attention for it. That's amazing, isn't it? Wasn't he in UHF? Absolutely. And the perhaps not super successful Weird Al movie UHF, Dr.
Don't mind
Demento
if I
was in
do.
that. I think they're lifelong friends now. Okay, so up this way is just the conclusion of the other direction there. So Yeah. It's fun to think about that, though. I hadn't thought about it in years and years and years. Alright, what does the plaque say? Survival check! When I hear survival check, I finally remember, bring me puppy dog. We don't really need puppy dog, we have Shadowheart instead. But puppy dog will stay with us for a while, and we'll see if we get anything interesting. That said, I need to be casting aid on puppy dog. Dimensional door we already know, we have another one, so probably be selling that. I might have Shadowheart recast aid.
What's next?
Simply to give the dog more HP. We already know the answer. Of course the answer is yes. Up to 15 HP, glorious.
Still breathing.
Alright,
Despite
so
everything.
what is on the sheet here?
Walk in the way of dawn, for Lathander cannot protect you where the light doth not reach.
Recommendation that we do not leave the sunny places.
What path
And I
lies
think down
before
this
me?
way we see a non-sunny
Always room for
place
more.
for sure. Yeah, we are going down, down, down. The green turns brown very quickly. A weary traveler with a red hat.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster?
Elminster's here.
Very
Tell
same
Volo.
Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
So this is a character who shows up in, what, all of the games? And he's an adventurer or traveler who's trying to learn about the world, and that's great. We need proper introductions. Where do you hail from, or go away? Let's say introduction time. I'm sorry I'm covered in blood, sir.
Meet Elminster Ormar. A good friend of mine, but rather more significantly, he's the most famed and respected wizard in the realms.
Am I, indeed? Most famed and respected errand boy, more like. I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you.
Oh,
She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught, but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it.
do I get to bring him to the camp? Is he gonna hang out with us for a while? So it's a Gale event here. And so Elminster said he's here on behalf of her, who might be the goddess that Gale tried to steal power from. Might be someone else. Might be his wife. Who knows? So we can insult Gale, where's your decorum, or give him some food. I will not shame Gale. We'll just give some food over.
And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale, even in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works. If only one keeps up the practice.
Good guys are good.
Love of.
This way then? To your camp. Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling.
So I'm delighted that we're going to learn more about Gale's background here. I'm delighted this is the character telling us a story about it. I worry if we'll have to choose between their two tellings of the story. We'll see. I'm curious what's going on. Welcome to the camp.
Wise choice. Better to indulge your curiosity than Elminster's appetite.
Wait,
Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Elthurian.
okay, we ate here instead of the camp.
Doesn't
Got it.
do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster.
He's making puns about food.
You see, that is to say,
Did you forget?
Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra.
It is the goddess.
The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
So recall that Gale has inside of himself some kind of explosive power that will destroy the world if he's not fed magic all the time. And this is partially because he stole power from a goddess, and Elminster says he's been talking to the goddess. So number one, your sender's an actual divine messenger. Number two, I'm surprised she sent you in the first place after Gale's debacle. Number three, what message and what charge is that? Or speak fast, for none pertains to me. Let's be polite. Please tell us your message. Though I'm surprised in this case we can't let Gale speak for himself, like we let Lizelle speak for herself in the crash.
The long-awaited question. Now, if you please, Elminster, for the too long-awaited answer.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
That's the Paladin word,
Mistra will
redemption.
consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
Alright, if the god herself is aware, I wouldn't say no to divine intervention. Number two, if the gods know, why are we facing the threats alone? Or number three, do you know of a cure possibly? We'd be glad to have the goddess's help.
The very purpose of my presence. In a roundabout sort of way.
Are you going to join our team?
You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
Do we believe Mistra? She's the goddess of magic, so I think we have to. If we don't believe in her, all of our magic will stop working, perhaps. I am increasingly curious why the gods are not getting involved in this thing. Right? If they truly believe that, you know, the absolutely the destruction of all things, don't they care about their things? Anyway, Gale can truly help us. Mistra is mistaken, I will destroy the Absolute, or hogwash, idle beliefs, and false hopes. I'll start with the first one. Explain to what's going on. How can Gale defeat the Absolute? Also, I'm still curious, what is the Absolute? I hope it's the case that Elminster has some knowledge for us.
The orb.
Precisely.
The orb.
Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
So Gale's path to redemption is blowing himself up to defeat the Absolute. It's like the fighter pilot Independence Day. The simple crop duster pilot rams up into the enemy ship. It's amazing. Wow. That's a crazy ask. As always, I want to know what Gale thinks of it. I think Gale has some regret for how he's behaved. Well, we'll see. Drek, you have some non-BG3 lore that explains why the gods aren't helping. Drek, if you can explain it quickly in a sentence or two, I'd love to know. If not, let's talk about it over on Discord. But yeah, give me lore. I love the lore. Yum yum yum. You're tasking him to kill himself. We can't force Gale, or we get rid of the absolute in Gale in one fell swoop. I think number 2 is the obvious answer. Gale gets to decide what happens.
No, indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the absolute, and for your sacrifice you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Mina hastra mistraril idalion thras annas dithra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
I would really prefer that Gale not blow himself up. I've come to like the fellow a little bit. Also, I like his magic missiles. Yeah. What a fascinating turn in the storyline. That is something. Hey, Grubzilla, good seeing you. You watched the Wrexham game today at work. It was very slow. Yeah, I was up at 4 a.m. watching today. I'm still a little draggy because of it, but got a draw for Wrexham. Always happy with that. Thanks for talking about that a little bit, Grob. Here's the story about why the gods are not helping. They got in trouble with the god's god, Ao. He struck them down and made them walk on the people. Okay, so the gods in this world aren't allowed to take part in human affairs directly. They use people to help instead. I see. Thank you for explaining that. Very kind of you. We'll find another way. We don't need to blow up Gale, but we'll go on the mission anyway.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Yeah, so it seems as if... Yeah, it seems that Elminster believes that we're fated to follow through what the gods say. The gods seem omniscient, perhaps, but he also believes in the possibility of free will. We can have our own sense of the world and try to drag our world and ourselves in that direction. We got an achievement just now for stabilizing Gale. So Gale will no longer blow up, except when he chooses to do so. Now, does Gale have an I'm gonna blow up button?
You have my attention.
Has he gotten a... He does. The Netherese Orb Blast cantrip. Gale triggers the Netherese Orb in his chest, destroying everything and everyone in a wide radius. Guessing you only get one of those. I think I want to take this off of my taskbar. Is that okay? I'll get rid of that one for right now. Good to know it exists. Don't want to accidentally push it at the wrong moments.
Still
All right,
alive.
so Gil wants to
So
talk,
much
obviously.
progress.
Let's
Wonder
head
if
over there
the
and see
gods
what's
are watching
what.
me.
That's crazy. We get 25 kill streak as Tackle Nuke. Calling him back up.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
I wish you would have stayed with us as always. You know, I think when one meets amazingly heroic characters or powerful characters, there's a desire to have them on your team, at least for a fight or two, but I'm sure we'll see him again in Baldur's Gate 4. Number 1, I always imagined Elminster to be more imposing. Number 2, he's an old man with a craving for cheese. Number 3, didn't seem much of a friend. Number 4, I don't care. Yeah, I think number 3 here. It was good to meet him, but he has a big ask for Gale. Now, Bingo should understand the sacrificial nature of this. It's not just, kill yourself for the sake of it. It's instead save the world. But, Gale, what do you have on this one?
It's not a demand he wanted to make of me. As Mistress chosen, he had no choice but to deliver her message. However much it pained him to do so. For Mistra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
Alright, I wonder if Gale wants to be forgiven. Earlier he seemed somewhat remorseful for having tried to expand himself beyond human possibilities by becoming one with Mistra. But now, if the only way he gets forgiveness is to explode himself, I don't know if he wants to do that. We'll see. This is my first ever playthrough. It is Dougster. First time ever playing Baldur's Gate 3. Really enjoying it, learning the story. It's amazing. Yeah, number 1 then, what are you thinking about what Elminster said? What direction are you going, my friend? I will not force himself, but I will not force him to blow up unless there's no other way. And then it's time to talk about sacrifice.
Of course. You offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
Man. He seems doubtful. Determined but doubtful. Yeah, we could probably coax him into saying, yes, this is my destiny, I want to do it. I don't understand, can't Mistress destroy it, or Elminster himself? I worry if I say that, I won't be able to say number 3, surely there's another way. I want to say, surely there's another way. Yeah, this is one thing I dislike about these dialogue trees, is they lock out so fast. I want to say both 1 and 3, but here's 3.
If there was, I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
I'll make sure we find the heart, or you're not blowing yourself up, I won't let you. I need a 3rd position. You're not blowing yourself up unless there truly is no other way. Yeah, these hard binaries are very hard for me as a player, because it really depends the conditions under which we're making this promise. We'll find it.
Then I suppose there is nothing more to be done but find the heart of the Absolute and stop its beating.
Okay. But maybe we'll find another way, DL. Maybe we'll find another way. Okay, we're still in this Act 1 section. Not much to do then. Hello, Volo. Sell.
Quite the cozy setup you
Does
have
he
here.
doesn't care that
I'll just make myself
Elminster
comfortable.
visited.
Thank you so
I thought they exchanged letters and so on, but perhaps not. At 430 money we can sell this time. I have so many items to sell inside of our box, it's a little silly what all we're carrying. I'm surprised we only have the one adamantine slag still. I was thinking we might find... Actually, I think someone told me that we'd find more mithril in the future. One more mithril to make one more interesting item. I guess it could be worth making 2 of the fancy armor pieces. It's already 800 money. What do you want from me? How do you have nothing? So I think we've done what we can do with Volo, unfortunately. I'm going to give him way too much money because I just need to get rid of stuff. Yeah, Adamantine Shield's really good. Alright, we'll see. I'm not sure if I found that mold yet, though I may have. Alright, fun section. Lae'zel is close to over-encumbered. Once upon a time, I talked about keeping the inventory good and well organized. That time has passed. That time has surely passed. The egg weighs 20, but frankly, I don't care. I will keep that egg forever, no matter what. It matters to me more than I can possibly say that we help that egg become a good Githyanki character.
Shouldn't have wished to live in
we're gonna
more
leave this
interesting
place
times.
straight away and continue down the road. I'm so glad we came this way. We've gone so many places since I almost left Act 1 via the elevator. Alright, what's on the sign?
Do not walk in darkness. Turn to the light.
It's a reminder things get pretty bleak pretty fast. That said, little blue jay to chat with. Oh, blue jay's dead. A dead blue jay is not okay. Dead animals. I think we're just seeing a lot of death ahead. Wait, can I talk to the blue jay? This matters. This is obviously an important question. Speak to the dead blue jay. Can't target the blue jay. What is even the point then?
No time to rest.
Act 2 today? I don't know. I don't know how much more there is between here and Act 2. But maybe, we'll see. More signs of warning.
Beware of the shadows.
So all these mentions of shadows. We know that Shadowheart could... Her name is Shadowheart. That's ridiculous. Can put on some armor that helps her to fight well in the dark. Also, we know that the shadows are... Oh, Shadow-Cursed Lands. Huh. We know that the shadows are poisonous in some ways.
Do not enter.
This is Act 2, isn't it? Okay, quick backseating desired. 2 questions. Question number 1. Is there any particular reason for me to maybe go to Act 2 via the Underdark? So, should I go through here or the Underdark, or does it not really matter? That's question number 1. Question number 2. Is there anything I've missed that I will regret having missed? Like, is there anything for me to go look for in this an act that I'll be a little bit bummed out if I've missed? They're both valid. Maybe entering different places, that's fine. Yeah, no concern on that. Do I have a lantern? I have a broken lantern, yes. We'll see how that goes. I missed the second mithril. I want to know that. Friends, where's the second mithril? I would like it very much. I thought it might be in Act 2 to have come back. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Time for hunting. Hopefully it's not somewhere hard to get to. Thank you for asking before you just told me about the second mithril. I wouldn't be surprised if it's down near the forge. But I may have walked right past it. Possibly. South of the teleport near the forge is a black blotch. So it's something hard to see. Alright, Nelphine, thank you for that. So back to the forge. They're both on the steps down to the forge. Huh. I wonder how I missed that one then. I went to the camp. I did not mean to do that. How did I do that? Oh, in changing zones, we have to long rest, possibly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kith guy? How'd you sneak in?
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
What?
Don't trust him.
Oh, we were told earlier he might be a traitor.
Skakek Kir Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
So I don't like being compelled by the mother again. The voice in our head says not to listen to this guy. I'm still very suspicious of the voice in our head. So you're currently trying to kill us. Why should we listen to Lae'zel? We'll hear what you say before we gut you, or let Lae'zel take the lead. Last we talked to Lae'zel, she was emphatic that she was still loyal to the queen because she was desperate to, like, redeem herself in the eyes of the queen. So I don't trust Lae'zel to have this conversation, which is a terrible thing to say. Do we believe in autonomy? Yes. We do believe in leaders, though, and we've been elected by the video game to be in charge. Why should Lae'zel listen to you?
I knew you would fight, and I knew you would win. I needed to ensure Vlakith's trust. This was the only way. I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
So, no one has told her yet that the queen's a lich. And I believe that Lae'zel read our mind, but she has not acknowledged the claim that the queen's a lich. Maybe she's unable to question that central part of her, ideology since birth, that the queen is a goddess, not an evil being. Not sure. Number one, are you talking about the person inside? I don't recall exactly what the man said. Number two, what are you asking of us? Number three, you must be a fool or a hero. Number four, I'm not giving the astral prism. Okay, I want to know more about the person inside, so we'll start with that.
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power.
Is this Orpheus mentioned?
That very power will be the end of Vlakith's tyranny. The prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness. You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
Please don't. Please don't. So is the Zythisk the machine-ish thing that Lae'zel was put in previously that exploded around her? It seemed like she was heading on the way to death. In that. And she seemed okay with it, but... oh, man. I wish I knew a little bit more about their complaints about the Queen. Is it just that the gift people are feeding themselves to her unknowingly, believing that their ascension will take them to a realm of power, but instead the life force, the souls, whatever, of the individual Gith are being fed into their queen. I'm not sure. Have we done much with the Devil Raphael since last we met him? Monko, we met him once and tried to kill him. We'll be fighting against all demons, devils, and anything that looks like them, thank you. So, I'm 1 or 3, because I really do believe that the Gith Queen is up to something bad, but I struggle with knowing who to believe, right? At some level, everyone is asserting with the fullest force of conviction that the Queen is great, the Queen is terrible. Now, we know that the fellow in front of us, Voss, has spent more time with the Queen, and more directly, than Lae'zel has. So perhaps in a position to better understand what's going on here, and Lae'zel, unfortunately, is part of the flock, so-called. So I'm going number 3, as Lae'zel has spent time engaging with that Zyth thing, and I believe that she would say, no, it almost gave me ascension. I used this machine, and it was good for me. Now that said, she knows that the doctor tried to kill us afterwards, so she should be suspicious of the medical establishment. I don't know, we're going to number 3. I believe this guy here. Everyone approves. Everyone approves.
I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Gotta choose who to believe.
Lae'zel, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away.
The Predator's after us now. Oh no.
Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
As I said before, I believe that the third phase, the third act, will be Baldur's Gate. I hope we get to see some places we've seen in prior games. The Githyanki's kneeling is more important than any words he said. So the problem I have is I don't know who's lying, and I haven't met any character that I can say definitively is always telling the truth. Except maybe Shadowheart, because she has no memory. Assuming she's not lying about having no memory. I don't know. I think in real life, as well as in video game life, I have a very hard time figuring out who's lying. Unless they're being so like ridiculously fidgety, or they've told me something that is contrary to what I've experienced myself. And so I tend to assume good intentions, but in this case we have like a direct conflict. And my sense is I'm supposed to either strongly believe or strongly disbelieve the Guardian in the astral plane. But I'm still confused about her, because my judgment initially was we're working for the same aims, but she's willing to embrace what I take as problematic means. And so is it possible that the Guardian is also, you know, for the sake of the higher good of saving the universe, is it possible rather that she's attempting to kill a Gith leader who should not be killed? I don't know. It's confusing. A lot going on here, of course. trying our best. We decided to side with Voss, apparently. Yeah. I hope we get to meet Orpheus. It's possible that Voss is Orpheus, of course. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Is that all for today? I think that's all for today. Even College Suspicious. That's the song I was listening to this morning. We mentioned earlier listening to Dr. Demento music. I was listening to Cows with Guns. If you don't know the song Cows with Guns, you are missing out in a big way. Someone wants to talk. Who wants to have a chit-chat today, my friends? Looking for little chit-chat markers here. Also, why are all these places empty? Why are all these campsites with no one living there? Never figured out what happened with the cow in the grove. Unfortunately not. We talked to him. We know that it's a creature of deception, but I couldn't find any way to make him stop being a cow or talk with me about his cowdom. So I think that'll be one of the secrets we'll have to learn in a future playthrough, maybe. I think we may have failed some check, actually.
Vlakith Kosivim Hrath Crashet. Only in Vlakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlakith. Forsake Vlakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlakith. She has sinned against me.
Alright. Alright. I wonder how much of a change in personality we'll see in Lae'zel. If so much of her was, we're going to carry out the warrior's oath. Does she soften in some ways? Does she come to see that not everything is as black and white or as pro-Gith or anti-Gith as she thought before? I like seeing growth. Now, obviously, one could choose the other path. One could choose the path of Lae'zel kills Voss, and then we go support the queen. And what would that be? Who knows? What is his ascension? Voss called Vlakith a tyrant. Do you agree? Who's in the prism, do you think? What if Voss is wrong? Or you figure it out? Man, again, I want to know all these things. I care about her. I want to learn about Gith culture. But I think most pressing is what's going on in the prism. So we'll go with that one.
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
Okay, so we got a good summary of what's happened so far. Nothing exactly new. We can ask other questions, though. So this thing called Ascension you want, what's it supposed to be?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
It's called the City of Death. I have some doubts. She said that her duty is to go kill, and then she used a word in the Gith language. Is that the word for outsider generally? Or is it something else? Like, I know it's been used a number of times. Maybe it's Illithid? If anyone could remind me what her duty is to kill, I'd be glad to know. Because she's definitely killed an outsider, and she's definitely killed an Illithid also. So I'm curious why she's not ascended yet. Godlike are Illithid Mind Flayers. Thank you, okay. What was the word that was used for us as outsiders? I think when we visited, they used some nasty slurrings repeatedly. Do you agree that Vlak's a tyrant?
I'd never thought Vlakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer.
But now?
But if Voss is right, and Vlakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlakith to true godhood.
How many bodies does one need to eat to become a true god? Oh boy, more! Always more, it seems. There's an interesting topic to raise here, which we thought about before. There is a way in which the Gith could know that their purpose is to be consumed as livestock, etc., and be happy about it, right? I am contributing to the greatness of the Gith people. I am making the world better, my queen better, so long as I do what she says, and she becomes powerful, and I'm part of her glory, even if I can't consciously experience it. This, of course, is Douglas Adams, the pig who wants to be eaten, but it seems that the Gith are raised in such an individualistic, combat-minded way that at least she's unable to say, I want to be part of the greatness of the goddess. Interesting way it could have gone. Anyway, I'm not going to ask if Voss is wrong. I don't want to make Lae'zel confused, so let's move on.
I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Shares's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlakith's eyes are upon us.
This is me just thinking aloud. Please don't tell me it's true. But I'm curious if the Gith patrols will show up at scripted moments, or suddenly you're in the middle of the fight, but wait, here come some ads. I'd be curious to see how exactly that item works. For now, though, I refuse to ask her about her boyfriend, Dead Will. Very strange. Alright. So, that's nicely done. What is this new item we got anyway? And do I need to equip it? Can I find it? Let's go and organize. My latest item. There it is. The Quanith Psionic Detector. A barely perceptible magic flows from the device. It's searching, seeking, listening. I can't decide what it looks like. Sort of an ear, sort of an iguana, something like that. I think we're done for here for now. I was gonna say I hope I find a trader eventually. I believe I may have killed the last 3 traders we've met before knowing they were traitors. Whoops. I can't say anything other than already putting a lot of items in the box, and someday we'll find a trader who's a good person. Maybe in Baldur's Gate, but not before that. Okay, so we're heading back to the Ancient Forge. The player can't currently travel, it says. What's that mean? If you can't travel, this shouldn't pop up, I didn't think. Where is it? Okay, we have to leave this area first and then do it. Very well, very well. What beautiful graphics. Every time I look around the game and have an open mind looking for it, I'm just struck by the beauty. And someone probably took a lot of time making this drawing, and it's here for us as part of a loading screen. Remember the battle days where loading screens were like plain black? And maybe you get a progress bar, or maybe your mouse would just spin endlessly. Okay, so we get to be at the place where we tried to teleport before. Now, I've been told that I missed a piece of mithril on a staircase. So I'm holding down Alt all the way. I know we went over this way with the methods. I can't remember what happened here. I might just need direct back seating on this one. Go west, young man? Okay. We're in the wrong area right now. That's fine. Back we go. Can everyone make it back up? Gosh, I hope so. We good? We good, team? Willie got it? Hey, okay. So it's westerly from here. So off to this side. I'm pretty sure I explored over here. Pretty sure. Oh, wait. There's a skeleton here I didn't loot. Oh.
Open up.
I missed this area, possibly? Is that true? Yeah. Dark Justiciar Helm. Oh boy. More things for our friend Shadowheart. Yeah, I just missed it entirely. Thank you for indicating it's over this way. I totally missed it. May I see you in your armor again? It just isn't in line with how I'm playing you, but she looks really cool when you put on her armor. Never mind. I don't know what I want from hats in this game. Do we all agree that in this game, hats are not nearly as cool looking as other pieces of armor? I think we all agree with this, because yeah, that chest piece is everything I've ever wanted for a piece of armor. And the hat is goofy as all get out. Maybe I should learn a new skill. The skill of drawing helmets.
Another step forward.
Yeah, I know you can hide them. What's the fun with that, though? What's the fun with hiding the hats? Okay. We may need to get our jump on here, possibly. Oh, here we go. Mithril Vein. Oh, I see. Okay,
Is that
going to
blood?
break apart.
No, never mind.
Misses vein entirely. So there are 2 veins of mithril left in this area, and they'll both be mine, oh mine.
Should get started.
Don't run through it, please. Oh gosh. Hey, we're good. A little melting, all good. We're in the ancient temple, though. Oh, we're closer than ever before to the ancient temple. I walked around so much trying to find this place. Happily, we have now found it. Also, where's my hammer? Someone get my hammer, please. There it is. A little bit of bashing now. There we go. So one more mithril ore. Is it? Oh, cool. More to dig up. I doubt it's possible to get to the ancient temple from here. I think this is another one of those, look, you're so close, but you can't get there. Bah, ha, ha, ha. I'll look in a moment, though. That Viridian Crystal might be the first of those we've seen. So, it says that we jump to there's absolute death. I believe even with Featherfall that would happen. Who knows?
Hello.
What's up?
I was just peeking in here, seeing what was happening.
Yeah, look how beautiful the world is.
About jumping.
Think about jumping a long way down. We're trying to figure out how to get into this temple. And we found 4 or 5 approaches so far, but none of them quite lead to where we want to go.
River of lava.
River of lava.
Death. Is that also death?
If you walk through it, you lose a fair amount of health, but it's not death per se immediately.
Why don't you use your repel, your spidey repel to get down there?
Unfortunately, we have no Spider-Men here.
Oh.
Yeah, we have a giant half-orc. He's green, but yeah, no spiders at all.
Huh.
Yeah, we'll work on it for next playthrough.
Well, this game.
No one back.
This game sucks. Wait,
I'm just kidding. Ha ha ha.
because you can't do the one thing you want to do. So rude, Nom. So rude.
Look, there are other people over there.
Yeah, those are friends.
Oh, hey, friends.
Yeah.
They can't cross the river of lava.
I mean, they can. It's just safer if it's at 1% at a time. Yeah. Our friends are. We have here a reptile woman. Her people lay eggs. She's a mighty warrior.
Hi.
We have here a human dark cleric. She works for the goddess of the night.
Hi.
But
you like that?
No, I don't. She's evil.
Why is she with you?
Because she's forgotten her memories. And so we're trying to convert her to being good. She currently has a mace of the god of the sun. Yeah. And lastly, this is Gale. He's a wizard.
Hi.
Apparently he has a piece of magic inside of him that if he focuses on it, he can blow up himself and everything nearby, but only one time. Yeah, so we're trying to keep Gale
Maybe
alive.
he would like to step away from the lava.
He's enjoying it. He's enjoying the risk. Risky guy.
Yeah, he's
Have a
pretty
lot on
close
my
to lava
mind.
there.
I also just noticed that we have not cast any of our daily spells. So we have a whole bunch of spells to cast every day.
What to do?
Including the ability to talk to animals. That's an important one, of course. And then Gale, who can't wear armor because he's a mage, has to cast his magical armor on himself. Isn't that cool? And then our cleric friend stands close to everybody, including the dog. We've not brought forward the
Where's
dog.
your dog?
There's the puppy. Very good.
Oh, hey puppy. Oh, he's quite big.
Yeah, earlier we helped the dog get across a large chasm by throwing him. It was great fun. You can pick up things and throw them or use them as weapons. What fun, what fun.
Direct me.
You can't eat him, no.
Yeet.
Oh, you yeet him.
Also, his little paw is in the rock.
Yeah. Alright, everyone's more health now. Glorious.
Alright.
And then
No,
Gale needs to
Minster's not
cast the
around, so might
everyone
as
can
well.
run faster today. There's probably no particular reason to do this at a higher level. Oh yes, you can actually. Higher level ones don't consume spell slots, but they do. We're not close enough. But they do let you cast on more people at once. So we need 3 more, I believe, for Bingo, the puppy, and Gale himself. All right, all the daily spells are cast.
Right there. Yeah, is this your
Light on
little
my feet.
fellowship?
Our little Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah.
It's a fellowship of Bingo's desire for justice.
Fellowship of dead people behind you there.
Yeah, we didn't actually kill those ones. They were dead for a while. I know that Bingo's using a hammer. That's not his real weapon. His real weapon is a giant greatsword.
Is that his name? Bingo?
His name is Bingo, yeah. He's our player character.
Okay.
And so we got to decide what to name him.
But you named him Bingo.
And we made him a half orc paladin. And in that moment I said, what should we call him? And people in chat said, oh, call him like Destroyer. Call him Riz Paladini, etc. And I said, I think his name is Bingo. And I don't know why, but it was the right name at the right time.
I thought maybe you were talking about the dog.
The dog's name is Scratch.
Oh, I thought that was a command you could do to him. Oh, this is so very confusing.
You can pet Scratch, but I think only at camp. Yeah, but there he is. He's a good boy. Very good boy indeed. There we go. You want to call him Riz Orky? Yeah, exactly right. Riz Orky.
That's good. That's good.
Great.
I like that.
But the best of names is Bingo. I'm glad I chose that one. If I had to say Riz Orky over and over all stream long for weeks on end, probably not. I would not enjoy that. We're going to a Great Forge. We have a very special piece of metal that we can use for making a very special item. You can only make 2 special items for the entire game. One's made. Time for the second one. Noms, have a good day.
Yeah, I was waiting for people to say goodbye.
They're saying goodbye to you right now. Give it a moment, and
Or they're not. They're like, nope.
you already got your one goodbye of the
Get outta
day.
here.
No more of those. Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye, Noms. Take care of yourself. Love you lots. Okay. So, we made one very fancy piece of armor here. Hey, Strawberry Chemist! Noms is actually getting you a gift today, I believe. So we haven't sent out your package yet, because Noms is getting you a gift. This will be fun for sure, but thank you for being here. So I'm considering just making another giant piece of armor for our commander here, for the leader. Now, I was told the shield's very good also. Do I have the shield mold? I have only the longsword mold, as I believe, so I'll have to go back to camp and get the mold we want to use. But the shield user here is Shadowheart, and I'm not exactly sure if it matters what her shield is. This is a place where I kind of wish I knew what the thing did before I made it. Alright, team, without telling me what it does, would you recommend a second piece of armor or a shield? I trust you all. Number 1 for armor, number 2 for shield. Tell me what you're thinking, and we will make our decision. Because I feel safest just using the exact same thing. I already know how they work.
Not as bad as it could have.
But okay, you are, those speaking, are universally in favor of the shield. 100% pro shield. Did I find the shield mold? I did. I did. Alright, everyone loves the shield, so we'll do the shield. If it ends up being lame, I'll be pretty sad. Also, it's going on Shadowheart no matter what it is, so I hope it works well with a character like Shadowheart. Alright, we put the metal in first. I hope we don't have to fight the guard again. That'd be kind of unfortunate. In you go. We then put the mold in. No, we don't. No, we don't. We hammer once, I believe. Everyone climbing on the mold, or climbing on the hammer's plate, I suppose. Oh, down we go. Down into the lava again. Armor and weapons drop off, but the shield doesn't. Oh, cool. I'm glad to see a very good shield. Oh, we need the lava next. It's been a while since I did this. I don't recall at all how it works. Everyone, get out of lava, please. All aboard. Did I leave someone upstairs? No, we're good. Okay, y'all wait there now. Let's go pull the lava switch. Oh, the dog follows us. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We can go beat up on Grim again if we want to. Saw someone was melting, maybe not. I don't want the dog to get melted, so I will jump over ourselves. Wait, did I leave a mold in there? Is that the issue?
Consider me intrigued.
May I have left a mold behind? No. Huh. I didn't put the shield mold in, did I?
Looking ahead.
I don't think I have the book with me that reminds me how to do this.
Best be on my way.
Well, we might be getting an item I don't want to get. I haven't saved in a very long time. What if we go back upstairs again? That's the wrong thing. Well, what did I make? We might be reloading in a moment. I made another splint armor. Alright, 1 second. Surely this wasn't too long ago. Yeah, I did not intend to do that, so I'm okay with saying I'll reload on it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take my punishment for reloading. I'll take the shame, I suppose, but it's the kind of reload I feel okay about. Okay. I don't know what we were doing. Let's leave camp and see where we are. Yeah, I just didn't remember that there was a mold already in there. I thought I would have ejected it, but guess I didn't. Guess I didn't. Friends, the ad break is coming. Usually during Baldur's Gate days, I don't take the ad break, but I do want to go ahead and do our speed run. Okay, yeah, we lost basically no time. We have to get the ore again, but that's really all.
Stop me yet.
Oh, we need to cast our spells again. Going. Well, it'll take next hour to do once more. Alright, I'm gonna summon the dog, and then I'm gonna take a very quick crossword break, and then I will... I'll do I don't know what. Alright, pause the game there. Crossword o'clock, my friends. Last crossword was not especially good. We ended up, I think, taking something like 40 seconds. Embarrassingly slow. This time, though, this time will be good. Alright, friends. I'm focused. Can we beat 7 seconds? I know it. Shoot. $16 seconds. 16 seconds, unfortunately. Yeah, I threw myself off there by getting soup right away from meal's first course, and then I went to 2 and said capital of Peru, L, La Paz, and then I was all over. At that point, it's all done. I didn't get Lima immediately. That said, under 30 seconds, we'll take it absolutely. Steve, thank you. Steve, thank you. Yeah, at one point, I think 16 seconds was my best ever, so can't be dismayed about that too much. Okay. Yeah, I've been very bad about not taking crossword breaks. Just, it's hard for me to leave BG3 behind. It's so much fun every time. Okay, I'm gonna fill my water glass. I'll put up the AFK screen for genuinely a minute at the very most, and then we'll get back to it and make the correct item. Can you believe it? Back in really 30 seconds, a minute at most. See you in just a second here. Oh gosh. Hello again. My apologies. Also, if you heard the oh gosh, that was me knocking my almost never used Xbox controller on the floor. Hopefully it still works. We'll see eventually. We got about an hour or so of stream left today before I have to head off my psych appointment. We'll see how this goes. Let's at least try to get into Act 2 today. Maybe Act 2 ahead. Wouldn't that be swell? Right. I want to go off this direction. Need to do all the buffs first. But thank you again for hanging out here today. I would appreciate you spending some time with me. It's a nice feeling to have you all hanging out, having conversations and enjoyment and so on. Xbox controller pretty solid. Yeah, I'm sure it works fine. It's just a moment of oh no, what was that terrible thump? It was fine though. Alright, so Gale, I'll get nice and close. I have to remember also to change Bingo's aura based on we're taking magical or physical damage. It's like stance dancing, I suppose. Moving back and forth constantly. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a level 1 for the puppy. We have your... stand in the middle. Nope, wrong character. Your stand in the middle. Aid everyone. I very much enjoy doing daily aids. It's nice to get that, what, 15, 20 health and so on.
So that's progress.
Alright. We're gonna go ahead and head with just
Lae'zel. I crave blood.
I don't want the dog to have troubles.
This will be done.
Oh, sure, Reflex. You're welcome to call me Riz. I don't mind at all.
Without delay.
What's my grandfather's line? You can call me anything you want, but don't call me late for dinner. Do any of you use that line still? Is that one that your grandparents used? Or is that uniquely my grandparents? It's a strange thing. Like, normally I get kind of bored, annoyed, frustrated if someone uses the same joke over and over again. But I think with my grandfather, it was just nice, because it was him. Which I think is a, yeah, definitely a kind of familiarity, or a kind of way in which we forgive those with whom we're familiar. Because, yeah, if I had a student who made the same joke every class, I'd be so annoyed. If one of you came in and offered the same joke every day, it would definitely have pat the banning. But, not old grandpa. Oh, cool, Shepard. Thank you for helping with that one. Survival failed! I don't know what the items were here, but...
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Scratch to stay behind.
I'll catch a break.
So I'm only going all in on the survival check because we succeeded previously.
Here goes nothing.
Also, previously, we had Bingo run directly into the lava, so we're not going to remake everything from before, but at least the nice stuff. Please succeed. I bet the dog would succeed.
Can't afford to stay idle.
All right, everybody. Never mind, it's not that important.
Let's move.
Whatever it was, not that important. Let's just get out of here. Okay.
Time to press ahead.
How do we get out of here? Where are we? We're right next to where the Mithril was previously, I believe. So... should be over this way. Yeah, there we go. Little hop. Good. And then everyone can regroup up here again. Alright, first step when we get down there is to remove the old mold. How far down can we go? Yeah, earlier we made this jump, it took a little bit of damage. Not a huge deal for me. Did I just hear a sound? I think I may have just heard a sound. Like a beep or something. Was that the sound of the Githar coming to get us? Or am I imagining? I bet I'm imagining things now. See, now that I know it's possible for us to get an alarm that the Githar coming to get us, I'm gonna suspect it's happening literally all the time. Genuinely always the Githar coming to get us. Alright, so we want to go ahead and eject the chamber, or the mold rather. Womp, 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 womp. Okay. The mold is there.
Eager for battle.
I don't really need the mold except to be a completionist. That seems important to me. Hey, what's up, two cats yelling to see ya? Do you have the shield mold? It might be on Lae'zel. I don't know where I put it. Hey, two cats, what's up? I don't know. Wait will help us find it more quickly. Wait, please. Okay, you do not have this item. It's probably on Lae'zel then.
Indolence breeds madness.
Or do not pick it up. It's possible it's back in camp, I just didn't pick it up. How do I like Baldur's Gate 3? I like it quite a bit, thank you for asking. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. Except for the part where I forget to bring things. No, it's absolutely wonderful. If you ever have a chance to play Baldur's Gate 3 and you like fun stories and so on, it's definitely an absolutely delightful game. Especially when you remember to bring the correct items. Okay. Male mace. I found it very easily last time. Scimitar shield. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay. Back to it again. Please don't stand on the crucible. That's weird. Okay. Here comes the correct mold this time. Yes. Shield mold in. Now, everybody get out the way. I'll stand over here. We go ahead and pull the lever, ammo, and then push the button to go downstairs. Pull a second time to go downstairs. Wait, how do we go downstairs again? Oh, this is where we have to jump down, right? Hopefully I didn't break the metal by hitting it a second time. So the way I figured out how to get downstairs last time was I jumped down and pushed a button. There must be some other way to do it, but I'm just not clever enough. So Gale is going to cast Featherfall on all of us.
Is that blood?
And then
no, never mind.
Down we go. And there's a button.
How much farther can I go?
Use the hammer level. I used it twice. I used that lever twice. It did nothing. So we found a way to solve our problems. Everybody all aboard again. lava goes on next. Puppy, no! Won't budge. Is that because I hit it twice? Oh, did I ruin the metal? Oh, maybe I didn't put metal in it. Maybe I didn't put metal in it. Oh, Lae'zel got it. Lae'zel got it in this playthrough.
Action, not reaction.
I thought she has her hammer equipped. Didn't she? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. We're good, we're good. Alright, so put the metal in. It's been a true accomplishment today when we managed to make this item after way too many errors. Alright, all aboard once more. Scratch. Okay. Lae'zel, by yourself. Pull it, pull the hammer, pull the hammer. Whammo. Good. The metal's been whammoed. Great. Next up, turn this. How's it going, Papa? Welcome on in. Lava, lava everywhere. The melting is happening. Glorious. Wait till it goes ahead and recedes. Game version's beautiful. Excellent jokes there.
No one back home
Bingo!
will ever believe this.
Pull the lever! Alright.
I've got a long road ahead.
End up getting a shield
slow
this
down.
time, as opposed to a second armor piece.
I applaud your taste.
Not Gale. Shadowheart,
This way.
pick up your item. Oh, it's blue! Have I seen a blue item before? Wait, I'm sure I have. Of course I have, I'm sorry. It's a rare shield. So the other items we made here were orange. I feel kind of cheated about being blue. So +2 armor class is the same as current. When a melee attack misses you, the attacker's reeling. Also we get a shield bash. Also no critical hits on the wearer. I guess the shield bash reaction is pretty cool. So I want to use Shadowheart in a much more aggressive way, with her Spirit Guardian spinning. Rush her in there to take some damage. No critical hits is really, really good. Alright, I'll believe you. Also, I like this matches the armor. I feel like I should have all the armor pieces on one person, but... Alright, alright. We'll see how it goes.
Alright, what now?
See how it works out. But that is now done. So I believe we are now completed in Act 1. There might be more to say, there might be more to do. But I don't know. The armor's on hit, the enemy gains reeling. The shield is on miss, it is reeling. I mean, cool either way. It's more that I like seeing fancy looking armor. I don't know, the shield looks lame by comparison.
On my way.
And I don't mean to say it's a good way to determine what one should do in a game. However, the armor looks really cool. I hope we find more cool looking armor. Bingo's armor is kind of boring right now. There'll be more fancy looking armor. Oh, I believe, I have faith. I believe it's time to go to Act 2. I hope that our broken lantern ends up working again.
Anything of use?
How many hours do I have in this game? 82.6 hours in the game. Now, some of that was paused. 82.6 hours in the game in Act 1. That's an impressive number of hours for one of 3 acts. And I believe some people said that this is the most detailed of the acts. It sets a very high bar for the next 2 that can't be met. But, yeah, Act 1, check. Here comes Act 2. We've not broken our Paladin Oath yet. Many of you said you expect me to break the Paladin Oath within the first stream, or certainly Act 1, so we're still a Paladin, thank goodness. How much longer will that be? Hopefully Act 2! Oh, goodness. Act 2's your favorite? Okay, we'll see, we'll see. Feels weird to say goodbye to Act 1. Thank you, Pharaoh, for updating the Have You command. Oh, man. Whole new area, whole new places. No more Underdark. Now truly dark. Lights don't matter now.
The shadows gnaw at us. Do not take them for granted.
Friendly goblin?
Are you the true soul?
Yeah. So the place we're getting to is the location that all the followers of the Absolute are going to, and we are believed to be true souls because we were chosen to have magic parasites put in our head. I don't want to be a true soul. Who wants to know?
I'll take that as a yes. Listen up. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. The shadows have eyes. Go on.
A little bit of help there of how to get through this section, it looks like. Yeah, we were told the shadows will hex us or something going through here. So we have a ring of light on somebody. Here we go. I'm gonna light up Lae'zel. So we have a good amount of light already. Now, I know the torches take up our main hand. But is this even more light than we actually need? Probably. Oh, there is one here, doesn't he? Well, light, thank you. So we're pretty bright now. And so I wonder if we'll find... Okay, here's what appears to be the kind of shadow I need to be concerned about.
These boots have seen everything.
I wonder if I regret not bringing more torches. So I think we want to go around this side if possible to avoid it. And when I mouse over it, it doesn't say anything about it, unfortunately. So, can it be jumped past, maybe? Yeah, or just run right through it.
I feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me.
Okay, so maybe if you run through it while carrying a torch, it's good. I do not know. That was very strange. But Shadowheart says that she's doing just fine down here in the shadows. So what's your story, Shadowheart? What you got?
The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do.
I love that construction. She must do. So good. Did we take damage going through the Shadow Gate? I don't think anyone took any damage there. So, what about me? I don't know what that question's saying. Does that question mean I didn't take damage either? I jumped past it. Does that mean, but I love you? I don't want to confess love to her because we're friends, thank you. We're colleagues, we're co-adventurers. So, I'm going to choose number 1, and if it ends up being a confession of love, I'll be very, very displeased.
You're resourceful. You'll find a way.
Okay, we're good.
Don't give me that look. It's a good thing that I'm resistant to the shadows. This way I can help you. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
So the Act 1 temple is actually here in Act 2, of course. Beyond that, though, did we take anything? Like, do we end up with any kind of conditions from going through? Seems like no. Huh. I can unclip the torch briefly to see what happens if we're in the dark. No, I'm good. I think I should probably stay in the light. Also, I do wonder, is what's blessing Shadowheart not Shar, but instead the god of sun whose emblem she's carrying? Seems possible. It's possible. Maybe she's misattributing the goodness that's happening. What a place of blight and sadness. Luckily, we are the light. There are two ways to go here. We'll go this way first. Okay, the Ox seems...
Didn't go down without a fight.
It didn't go down without a fight. It seems like it's been covered with Shadow Curse undead. Those who die in the shadows are cursed to remain there forever. These undead have reduced HP and strength, resistant to necrotic damage, and can't use spells or weapon actions. Are you actually alive? Huh. We can talk to animals. No, we can't raise beasts to talk to the dead. Unless it's not really an ox. Team, was there a way to discover what happens with the secret ox that's not really an ox in the forest people's territory, in the druid territory? I didn't figure out, but was there a way to figure it out at some level? Or is that a secret that will remain? Because not every mystery can be solved. Give it time? Okay, cool. I'm okay with giving it time. I guess I always wonder, have I missed things that are probably important? Answer redacted. Fair enough. Alright. Refugee's journal and a poor dead tiefling. Gored to death, it said. Gored to death. So probably the Ox and Elegus fought. Oh! So does the Shadow Curse cause characters to go mad and fight each other? You know, was Elegus the driver here and the Ox, and they fought? Huh. A tiefling's journal charting the journey from Elytril to the Emerald Enclave. Oh no! Oh no, this is one of the people I tried to help get to Baldur's Gate. Why didn't I go with them? I think I even said that I should probably escort them. I don't think there's a choice. I don't think there's a choice to be able to go and help them. Oh no! The Ox just up and died. It started choking out of nowhere, then keeled over. We tried to pull the cart, but the Ox knocked the wheel off when it went down, and the thing's in splinters. The others wanted to grab what we can and keep going, but this place feels wrong. My skin is crawling, like something is watching us from the darkness. No one else is talking much, but I can tell they feel the same. So maybe the Shadow Curse causes characters to attack one another? That she was gored to death means something, of course. Oh wow. What a black pit this is. Maybe we can jump to that? No, we can't. I'm hoping we can find some coal there. The way of starting the Industrial Revolution. A spot of bright goodness over here. Is it a real place? Not enough space, unfortunately. It seems it's unjumpable. But even with treble jump, I don't think that Lae'zel can get there. Except maybe this way. We'll have to continue moving along and see what we find. I believe it left some areas behind us unexplored. I'll make sure we get back that way. But up here we find just another fascinating overlook, unfortunately. And way down here. Okay. So if I head back, there's this whole section which I believe leads down. Follow a convoy, find the cultist camp. Do I know about cultists? I mean, I guess it's the cult of the absolute, I would guess. So where are our friends the tieflings? Taken by the cultists. Man, if our friends the tieflings have all been turned into cultists, we will not be a happy resorty. Also, now that we're in Act 2, we should probably go to camp and see who has new conversations. I'm guessing the druid does at least.
Eager for battle.
Our first locked item in a while. Let's see if we can get it open.
Small hurdle.
Only a 6. Wow. For a while, we were finding very difficult to open chests. Now quite a bit easier, though. We find a thieves' tool. Fair trade that, I suppose.
Have a lot on my mind. Well,
so the hyena, the warrior Grunog, Consif, and so on. I'm guessing these people
never wanted the easy path.
Will believe that we're a true soul. I just don't want to admit to it. I don't want to be understood in those terms.
Maybe
and maybe next playthrough, if there is next playthrough, we'll fully embrace our parasitic nature.
Forsaken to the curse, so that their owners could escape with their lives.
A note that says, get to Baldur's Gate. An old map in the druidic style of what appears to be hidden routes out of the Emerald Enclave. The destination's marked as Baldur's Gate, and a note's attached. Take only what you can carry. Go to the mountain pass. If anyone falls, leave them. You can't afford to be slowed down by excess baggage. Good luck. I wonder if a druid wrote this to help them. If it has those hidden routes marked. So they're trying to get to Baldur's Gate, as we knew. Okay, before we get down to the cultists here, I'm thinking I'm going to go to camp real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. I want to see if Volo has new stories, and more importantly, new items. So, quick long rest before we get too far inside. Okay, Druid, do you have a story of Druid guy? Or is he gonna say just keep heading towards the tower, possibly? Druid guy? Okay, whole new area over there, huh? Also, does Withers have anything? Hello, Druid guy, what you got?
The shadow curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
Alright, so he suggests that the shadow curse might be a violation of nature. So we must cleanse it to maintain our naturally ways. How would the Grove do without you? Why do you still want to go to the Moonrise Towers? Are you still feeling at home here with us? I mean, number 3 is a new question. Are you glad to be with us?
It's not easy, seeing the ravages of the Shadow Curse. But your camp is a most welcome solace. You shared your fire with me, your company. A small pocket of light against the darkness. But one I couldn't do without. Thank you.
You're welcome. Perhaps I could share more than a campfire and some company? Come on. Always looking for the flirt in this guy.
You're too modest by far. What fate would I have met without you? Rotting in the goblin cells? Dying against an onslaught on the Grove? More good has been done since I met you than in 100 years before. Words cannot express my gratitude.
I don't want anything. Okay, exactly. I was gonna say, like, it's gonna be something about, like, use more than just your words. No. Why are we this way? Why is everyone in this game, frankly, super horny? Like, I don't...
Yes, I think you do.
I don't understand it. What's wrong with these people?
Sometimes I forget myself, gazing on the beauty of nature's creations.
I just said it was nice having you with us. Oh my goodness. We're creeped out by all of our friends. Why can't we just be friends?
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll ask about the research in a moment. He has $500 reduced this time, so that's new and exciting. So Elixir of Heroism. I believe we have one of those already. Scroll of Seeming. Disguise up to 4 members of the adventuring party. That sounds pretty great. Okay, he's still carrying all of the items from before. If he ends up with new items, I'm never going to find them, because they're just piled in with the things I already have. Sold to him, rather. Yeah, I kind of want to play as a barbarian next time through. Some, like, amoral barbarian that's just in it for self-interest, possibly. Something like that, maybe. I think a pure self-interest play could be really fun. But also might get a little repetitive or perhaps obvious. Okay, swords to sell. I'm gonna keep nice things, not really what's not nice though. Yeah, put the molds away in a moment here. Anything that's grayish. The Idol of Shar she gets to keep. And I wonder if by giving Shadowheart the Idol of Shar, if she's more likely to want to stay with her goddess. I didn't balance that trade, so I didn't get nearly enough money there. That said, we have a whole bundle more items in the camp chest. We can go and trade over. So, yeah, things like this. Add to wares. The rapier the same. We're going to get overweight very quickly. Will I be able to move still just slowly? I'm okay with that, so...
Quite the cozy setup.
Good seeing you, good seeing you.
I'll just make myself comfortable.
Add wares in.
So much.
Balance, thank you. And, I guess it's enough right now. Excellent. Alright. Leave now? Or... No, I want to talk to Withers also. I'm absolutely certain that at some point in the game, Withers will have something to say to us of value. Or maybe that's what the game will be. Right? A recognition that though you try your best, you can't have everything you want. Including, Withers will never ever talk to you. Liz, anything new?
I sought to reach a Githyanki creche and be rid of these tadpoles. Now we stalk forgotten lands haunted by darkness.
Is it me, or have you been looking at me differently? Alright, settle down. How are we doing this? How are we doing this, friends? Hello, Gil.
I've never seen such a concentration of shadow magic. We must forge on, but carefully. It will corrupt any who lack the power to control it.
What's different about shadow magic? What would it do to me? You're a wizard, Harry. Please fix it. What's different about shadow magic? We've seen lots of magic so far.
It is the very antithesis of all the Weave stands for. A magic of confusion and corruption, drawn forth only by those desperate or damned enough to accept its degradations. Followers of Mystra, those who call on the true Weave, are expressly forbidden to indulge it.
I'll be interested to know how that works. It's the power of the Weave, but wrong in the Weave. There must be some story there. Could you use it yourself? That's pretty rough. Why does Mystra forbid this?
Mystra's domain is the Weave and the magic that courses through it. These shadows were drawn from another source, created by another goddess. Shar. Mystra cannot destroy it even if she wishes to, but she can try to ensure her followers resist its temptations. Now, I think it's time we moved on to lighter subjects, before we too are lost to the darkness. Was there anything else?
We may have a major problem soon about, yeah, Shadowheart being more and more deeply into Shar. And Shar is evil, according to everyone we've ever talked to. Alright, is Mystra always a demanding goddess? How are you feeling? Or why doesn't Elminster just fight the Absolute? I am curious about that anyway.
I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better.
How about Elminster?
As for Elminster, he's saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it.
It sounds like Elminster won't do it. Could be too easy that way. How you feeling, boss?
Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history.
Meaningful way out. I get it, I get it. I wonder what would happen if I hadn't given him the items. Please don't tell me, but I think I'm glad I gave him the items to keep himself under control. Maybe he would have exploded at some point had I not given him the items he wanted. We got conversation with Shadowheart. What's going on with the whole Shar thing, my friend?
This place. There's a power in these shadows. I can sense it. It's ancient. Familiar.
So as before, we could turn Shadowheart into a big old damage dealer here. But we don't want to do that.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Alright, so nothing new to ask her right now. So we'll pop over here. Does Doggo have anything new? Hello, Doggo.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
You also, Scratch. Hey, Drid, how's it going? Drid, thanks for that raid. Welcome, everybody. We're playing Baldur's Gate 3. It's a weekend here. I hope your weekend is going well. If you have any cool weekend plans, we'd love to know. Welcome in, is it Page? Possibly? Pauji? Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for being here, seriously. If you've not seen this game, obviously it's one of the best RPGs of the past while. We're playing as a large half-orc. The resemblance to Shrek is surely not intended. I don't want to get sued, thank you. But he's doing the best he can to send the forces of goodness into the world. And we're looking for someone who may not be here, actually. I'm completely confused. Hello, Prince Robot. It's true. I've heard repeatedly that Drid will never play this game because it's too pretty. Let's say, Drid and I do play similar games sometimes. I'm just taking kind of a break from that to check out this game instead. Team is Wither's not in the camp. We've been running in circles for a while now trying to find him. Maybe he's down this way. Gotta be something eventually. Not enough jank in the game for Drid. I mean, seems right to me. They're pretty jankelistic games. Here we go. Hello, Withers! You came with me to a new area. What is in this place for you?
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally?
Nothing new.
Or mayhaps
Alright. We'll get a story eventually. We have to get a story eventually. If not, I'll be very dismayed. But that's all for here for now. So we got our story time. We got to... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Little gnome buddy doesn't have anything in his house. May I give you something? Here, a strange chunk of amber that potentially contains the blood of God in it. You might leave it behind. We can't do it, actually. Buddy, I'm so... you need a bed.
Thank you for agreeing to find Wulbrin. It means a great deal to me. Indeed.
No, there's no let me give you things. Alright. Our mission in the game is now to outfit that room. We're playing Baldur's Gate 3, The Sims Edition. Except that game belongs to EA now. What's this? They were stumbling upon someone's home? I didn't think camp would be so interesting. An actual bed? Are we gonna sleep in a witch's bed? Hey, Sparkly, I appreciate you're right. This is not a It is not an ogre, it's a half-orc. Can't be blamed, certainly. If any resemblance to anyone living or dead, fictional or real, is purely coincidental. Oh, we can't really sleep here, can we? What an absolute heartbreak. Let's find our way on down, then, to the correct bed place. May I click it from way up here? Yes.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, this game's a little bit strange about where you can actually sleep. Some RPGs, any bed you can find, you can refill your HP and so on, but unfortunately, Bingo here, Bingo is his name-o, will only sleep in his own bed. Fair enough. I know some people have a very hard time sleeping somewhere they're not used to sleeping. You know, anytime my wife goes to a hotel, she likes bringing along this one particular pillowcase because it smells more or less the same every time. I think it's delightful in its way. Where I can sleep basically anywhere, no problems at all.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here.
Oh no!
And getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the Grove.
So if you're new to the game and you have no idea what's going on with this character, I also do not. She's a person that visits us in our dreams. She has said that she is just like us, trying to fight back the powers of the Absolute, a power that will potentially destroy the entire world. She's asked us to take on some evil powers in order to, to fight off the Absolute. We refuse to do so far. We've never met her live in person. We've only ever met her in, like, astral communication. I'm not sure how much peyote we take before that. But we're not exactly sure of her motives, other than she's trying to keep us alive, she's trying to help us, and so far she's done so. So we're deeply suspicious of her, but still. Okay, we saved some people in a grove. A bunch of tiefling would have been sent out on their own to die to a goblin horde. So it wasn't a choice. They needed my help. I did what I could. A waste of time. I regret it, or I didn't do it for them. The goblins were my way, so I killed them. I mean, yeah, we did it because they needed help. We were playing as, like, pure good paladin. We don't like seeing that they've died on the way so far. We've noticed a few of their corpses. Hopefully some of the people got through. But yeah, they needed help, so we helped them.
Not everyone would have helped. It just doesn't stop. We are being
Perception fail.
bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already.
If you are new here, the transformation is, as the game began, a mind flayer put a parasite into our head, and that parasite can cause us to turn into a mind flayer immediately. For some reason, it's not working on us, either by design or accident. So I can say, my transformation, we already know what that is. How can I help you? Please don't give up. You keep saying things, why should I believe you? Or where are the orders coming from? So we believe that the tower we're going to, Moonrise Tower, is the center of all of the Absolute's problems, or all the problems coming from the Absolutes. We're heading there. But why should I believe you? This is the big question. Do we believe the Dream Visitor?
I'm not going to argue with you, but pray you never find out. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me, its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval.
Retrieval?
The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
So this is the first time she's claimed that she is the only one who can resist the Absolute. Previously, she said that she is working on it, but all of us together need to do the same. Also a comment that there's an attempt to retrieve. So I guess maybe the parasite was misimplanted into the Guardian, and so they need to like reimplant the parasite so she stops resisting it. And it seems that, according to her story at least, the Absolute is trying to take away everyone's free will and make them into slaves of the Absolute. Now again, what that means in terms of the game world, I don't know. I know that we have the power to control people who are part of the Absolute cult, but past that I'm just not sure. Yeah, a lot of questions, few answers. Alright, Scratch, what's going on?
The dog wags his tail. A small bag.
I don't have to talk to animals on.
Teeth.
Let him keep it for now. Talk to animals on. Curious as always, do you have a salami? If so, you can keep the
Dog is
salami.
unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What you got there, buddy? Yeah, I can't let him keep things for him.
Maybe you can tell me.
It's a torch!
All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
What a sweetie. So we got a torch that time. I don't think I can ever let him keep things that seem good for him. Notably salamis. I can throw the ball. He doesn't enjoy that very much, but past that I'm a little bit less sure. Okay. Got another torch. Don't really need torches. I'm gonna throw the ball. I'll make Buddy really happy. There it goes. There we go. Yeah, I've never done an especially far throw for Scratch. Because I worry he'll lose the ball somehow. Let's go and give it a shot, though. That's part where I yell from downtown, I believe. I do like the Michael Jordan bouncing off of this and that. Alright, far end. Get it, boy! It seems he's willing to go basically anywhere to get it. I wonder if it's possible to throw the ball into an inaccessible area. Not that I'm going to do so, but I'm just curious. How you doing, Owlbear?
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you.
This seems to be the only thing the owlbear knows / cares about is not biting me. I hope that continues. I was hoping we'd have more of a relationship than just, please don't eat me. Do you like your buddy?
Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin cat smells like goblins.
That's the same story from Act 1. I hope we have better conversations eventually. Yeah, hopefully we develop a good conversation there. I don't want to say I'm stuck with you. It's very rude. So, good seeing you, buddy. Very good. Alright. We have about 5 minutes left on stream today before I need to go away. It's a weekend day. Part of me says I should just, call it right now, but I'd at least like to go talk to the cultists. Now, if it's the case that we have to fight them, I probably can't do a whole fight right now. So, we'll figure out what's going on in a moment here, talk with the animals on. Those of you who play as, D&D and DMs and so on, do you let your players just say, like, I cast everything? I cast all of the spells that I need to do. Or do you instead go through and say, oh, and what spells do you want to cast? And they forget one, and oh, how you laugh at their foolishness. I missed someone. Okay, who did I miss? Puppy? I believe I missed Puppy. That's fine.
No time to dally.
I can imagine some DMs are just incredibly cruel. But, you didn't say exactly the magic words. You'd never seem to know what spells players want to cast. What if they cast the exact same ones every single day? Does that count for anything? Also, we need to cast This Little Light of Mine on Lae'zel. Okay.
Let's explore.
Wait, no, wrong character. Oh, no conversation. No time for chatting.
Blackets will be done.
Okay, all together again.
If not over, then through.
Torch ready. I'm going the wrong direction. Sorry. Cut across here. Another area of shadow. So I could maybe send Shadowheart through first. Last time I jumped through, I'm just going to walk through this time. A sick hyena. It has full health, but... Oh, here we go. So this is a place where the Absolute lives. I go the other way first. What do we find? Rather. Probably shouldn't be here. When the game really opens up like this, I always have a sense I've made a mistake. What's in the outhouse? Oh no. What's in the toilets? No. We're not using the toilet. I want to investigate the toilet instead. Yeah, this feels like future mission territory. Got it, Pharaoh. Makes sense. So you don't make people say every morning, we cast the mage armor. Meh. Alright, cultists. What's y'all been up to? Oh, we can go that way also. So much to go, okay.
Hey, boy. You want the bone? Fetch!
Let's watch. Oh no. Is the hyena gonna turn into a monster now?
You see that blighter go? Swallowed whole by the shadow curse. Bet it was pure tasty. You're the true soul we're taking to Moonrise, I'm guessing.
I feel pretty terrible I didn't stop the hyena from getting eaten. So I can simply say I was sent here by another goblin.
That'll be Rizzle. Huh. Thought she'd be back by now. Oh well. The curse gets deadlier the further you go in. But have no fear, boss. We've got a guide.
Is it the hyena?
If inside, he'll run through it.
Cansif. One last thing, go and fetch the bone you threw. No.
Anything for a true soul. Put in a good word for me at Moonrise, eh?
So we need to talk to Cansif inside, they said. Huh. I think you have too much a sense of where we are, what's possible here, but... There's cages. There's rib cages. Hello, brawler.
Can we get moving? Nab these boots from a gnome and they don't bloody fit.
I wonder what boots they are. Sharp-eyed Lorca. So you're an archer, I believe.
Oh, Mr. Kemp. It's too quiet out here.
We'll get you back there soon. Betty and Cansif is right now. I guess we can go farther inside, indeed.
Stay sharp. These shadows can sneak up on you.
Our first ever half-orc we've met. We're not alone. I'm disappointed that there wasn't any, nod of recognition moment. I believe this is the scout.
True soul. An honor. Did you
half-orc? Half-orc! You mean the liar? Oh.
Good. We were told to expect you.
So,
In Blackatune,
and our guide will come scuttling.
Okay. So is our guide a spider? Number 2, the lyre was from a spider worshiper.
As the Absolute wills.
Give me a moment, be right with you. Those of you who attest to having arachnophobia, it might be time to shut your little eyes for a moment. Because when they use the word scuttle, I have some expectations. Now, how does the map go? I kind of think I can explore over here before going into the darkness. And so I kind of think I should do that. Are we stuck, team? Alright, we got out. Afternoon. So up this way is what? Okay, there's a now shadow-cursed hyena down there.
No traps.
That's the one that previously... The hyena is temporarily hostile. So I guess we can knock it out, but at the same time we know full well that it is, not actually able to kill, I believe. I'm gonna check out this large chest, and then unfortunately I do need to say goodbye for today. So, pretty sure I don't have a key for it. But that's okay. Bird's nest with a severed head inside of it. We should give this head a proper burial. Or, I don't know. Is it weird to turn the head? I think it might be. Might be a very strange thing to do. Only a 10 needed. The math is with us. The reroll button's available at least. And I didn't cast guidance this time. I didn't think we needed it for a simple 10, but apparently one does. This time the math's with us. Close enough. Close enough, thank you, math. I haven't turned off karma dice. It hasn't seemed to be quite as offensive as some of you worried it would be.
Despite everything.
So we find a variety of torches, which seem very valuable here. Though it seems the torches never really go out, so I don't quite know what I'm worried about. Also, I see more chests, but I think we shouldn't go that direction without
moving ahead,
having a friend here to help us. So team, unfortunately, I do need to skedaddle. Looking for any loot down this way. Man, there may be quite a bit. The headless corpse! We have a head! Can I reunite the two? Oh! Questions for Monday. For now, though, I gotta say thank you! I appreciate you. Nice time hanging out as always. Tomorrow's the day off. Tomorrow, no stream. And then day after, probably Baldur's Gate stream. No stream tomorrow, alas. Hope you had a good time. Take care of yourselves. Have some fun on the weekend. And, yeah, come back in a couple days. It'll be a lovely time. For now, thank you. I appreciate you. I'll see you again real soon. Goodbye, friends.